prophets and false teachers cannot enter. Oh, blessed are they that keep the commandment. No dumb persons cannot enter. No, no racist and pagan are.
Yes, I Rasta man in the building, guys. No, yes, I know. Daughter-minded man can enter for sure. No, well, it's for real. There's a real song, really and truly, and it's people who can enter the kingdom of the Most High, the Jah created the Father, Jesus Christ, and Rastafari as well. You know, because really and truly, there's some persons really based on our teachings, based on our religion, our beliefs. Really, there's some persons who can't enter at all, and human nature is a matter of humanity. There's some persons who are just bad, you know, and real bad. You must have been that for sure, and they won't enter. They won't enter if you check how things are going. Have been going for years. There are persons who have done lots of bad to mankind, and we have seen their demise. So those folks who are so bad, they can enter. They cannot enter, definitely. So Rasta, brother, good morning to you. That song is so refreshing. Good morning to you. Welcome, brother, to the program.
Oh, brother Emma, thanks again for having us in.
Yes, I.
Enough respect to all the people on the planet, all the positive people, and good morning to the positive side of Angola, and the negative side of Angola included the negative foreign people, not the good people. You guys need to find somewhere else to go because I'm getting in our way, you know. You're getting in our way. I need to find somewhere. The Angolians, you demons, I need to find somewhere too. I don't care.
So, what? So you're saying Angolans who were born here, and those who you believe are to be demons should leave as well?
They need to leave too.
Where should they go?
I wouldn't care where. They could go Dog Island. I don't care.
Dog Island?
Yeah, Brother Hammer, this program got a lot to do with separating the sheep from the wolves.
I hear you, brother.
So I have to talk like that, you know. However they take it, they take it. You know, if you don't want to take it the way I say, just humble yourself and become the positive. And then you're good to go. You understand? Too much of wrong stuff. But Hammer, my ears, they be ringing with talk and think about the different problems people got in this place, you know. Right. And Hammer, I can start with the traffic department. You know, last time I was here, I didn't say nothing much about the traffic department. But Brother Hammer, according to who they got there right now, I ain't know who the person is.
Okay.
Somebody pinch it to me that is a foreign. And I ain't discriminating. If I can discriminate, I do it in a positive. And who can understand positive discriminating? You could put it in your pipe and smoke it because I don't care. I just don't care. No, Brother Hammer, the traffic department gone sleep and think the guy then fault, you know. It is who's supposed to be making sure that they go out there and do them thing. I've been talking about the speed gun to look like them. The sun must have too hot. But I ain't seen nothing going on. If they're walking, they ain't using them. We need the speed guns on the street. We need them to be all over. Angola's just poisoned with drunk drivers, reckless drivers, unconcerned drivers. Thousands of drivers can't use the runabout right, but still them getting licensed. But I couldn't be a police officer and pass you. Right, if you use the roundabout wrong. I don't care what your driving instructor do for you. If you don't use the roundabout right, I ain't passing you. But the problem is that a lot of officers themselves don't know how to use the roundabout. That's one of the big problems. So when they're going in the street to give people license, they give them license while them driving bad. I can't give you a lesson if you're using the roundabout wrong, because the thing about it is that the next time you collide with somebody in the roundabout, I have to ask myself, why you allowed and you know better. You know, when you know better, brother, don't pull back from doing better. And if you do know better, if you're already poisoned to something they've been doing for so long you can't get out of it, listen to somebody else when they flip the coin and share what the other side of the coin look like. Try to understand what's going on.
Get some new insight. Get some new insight.
Rather than being an idiot, try to get something new and try to understand. But I'm going to tell you something. One of the reasons why I learn a lot of things because I ask questions before I jump to conclusions. If I hear somebody say something before I say, oh, you mean this, or oh, you mean that, I tell you, man, just explain that to the rest. Simple. Just explain that to me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't jumping no conclusion with nothing unless I know what's going on. Now, the traffic department, whoever is responsible for the traffic department right now, as I speak right now with you, Brother Hammer,
yes,
they need to fire that person.
But the
And I
issue
don't
of
care where that
traffic,
person
but
come
traffic has
from.
been have been dragging for a while now,
But
and they have tried different people and they have gotten the same results.
But
so what do you
Emma-
do? So it might be worse than that. It might
But
be
Emma-
at the head, you know.
There's a lady from up Island Harbor. She was there a couple of times.
Yes.
She was doing a better job than all of them put together. I don't know why. I don't see her no more. I don't know why, whether them switch her or she asked to be switched. Or I don't know what the case may be in that case. But she did a better job than all the rest of them. Because since she moved from that position, gone to somewhere else,
She gone higher, man. She was here last week. She upgraded now. She gone to
so you see,
she
no,
gone
but
to higher
I'm
job
also
now.
know she
She's now a sergeant
upgraded.
now. Yeah.
She upgraded from doing a good job to something else.
She's a sergeant
and who
now,
take
yeah.
over can try to do the same thing. Follow her footsteps. She was doing well, Brother Hammer. The guys was more busy. Recently, I seen what? I'll tell you something. They got some officers here. Them love Angola more than some of us. Yeah, some of them officers, they love Angola. The officers here, Brother Hammer, will fight for Angola. They love Angola so much.
You think so?
I telling you, Brother Hammer,
You met some? Okay.
I just talk with officers every
Okay.
once in a while.
Okay, sir.
And I understand them spirit. Some of them does even say to me, Rasbai, I even need to know how long or more I want to stay because, I love Angola, I love, you know what I mean? I love the people and things, but what going on around me is like they want to leave. And I wouldn't doubt, well, I don't be, nothing surprised me. But anytime I hear that a few officers leave, I would just say, well, it was in the pipeline. It was in the pipeline. Because you don't just jump up and do things like that. You just be provoked in whatever manner till whatever time come you say, you know what, I had enough of this. And then you scatter out to something else. So that lady that I have there right now, I would love to know why them paying she and no action in on the road with the traffic department. But why they paying she? But I only gonna pay you if you do your job, If you don't do your job, man, when you come in, I say, look, now, sir, madam, you have done a shitty job for this month. And it's up to you if you want to leave or not, but you ain't getting paid for this month.
You gonna pay him?
No,
But that's just
no, but there are things that you have to go to the extreme with for people to understand where you're coming from, You see this compromising thing, that what got us all mash up. Too much of compromising. Oh, you feel for this going to happen, or you feel for that going to happen when you do the right thing. But that's when things should happen. That's when you should embarrass the negative side of any plan or any conversation. That's when you're supposed to embarrass them.
right there and then.
Right there and then. I wouldn't pay you, Brother Hammer. You understand? When you come in to collect your money month end, I ain't paying you because you ain't do the work to get paid.
You're falling short.
You're falling short, so you can pay a short too. Until you get back on your P's and Q's, I will pay a short all the time. And if you want to go, you go. I'll get somebody else to work. If you don't set a proper standard for things to happen, things will always fall off the edge and don't come about. And I don't work like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't work like that, Brother Hammer. I work a lot different than that. Now, this Social Security thing with the LLAs and thing with this money is $700, what, a month?
Oh,
Something like that?
Listen, there are persons who are working as cleaners in the
There
system
are
for
two
years.
issues here in one.
Oh, 2 in 1? Oh, yeah. That's what they're getting. Yes, yeah. It's happening that way.
Yeah, two.
Small money here.
Yeah, smart. But Hammer, the people that paying those people that kind of money, those people are demons. It could be my mother.
Happened for years, though.
You have to be. I don't care to have 1,000 years.
It's wrong, though.
It's
very
wrong.
Yeah. You know,
Wrong.
the father of the nation, Ronald Webster, father of the nation, some time ago, in the living years, was getting $1,000.
Imagine that. But you
And
see,
at some point, it became so disgusting and so shameful that the family cried out to me here there on the program. Right here, I was right here on the program. And people were amazed. People were shocked to hear he would get $1,000.
but when I hear about that, it's like, wow. A man like a
The
man.
family said, come for him, man. You stay, come for him. Because, he's on us here on the now, and he should be getting it more. And when that happened, they were so embarrassed to give him a little top up, a small top up.
No, you think that was supposed to be called for?
No, they had a cry out here to get some help from the system there. They were shameful here. They had a cry out here, call me here, and cry out. They said, come for him here. Come for him. Because they were giving up because they said, this is not right. It was bad.
These people foolish,
Oh.
or them just willful. There got to be some. They must be carrying some sort of an attitude.
No, I think it's a system that needs to be sorted out properly.
A
Because
system.
yes.
Start from where?
Yesterday morning, I spoke about it on the program here. And, brother, I recall my formative years when I joined the
What
public
is
service.
this?
I went for the work for the National Broadcasting Service, and there was some older guys there. The older guys were there. Yeah, Wycliffe and those guys are wrong. There was a lady called Elsa Signer from Stony Ground.
I know, but I think I heard about that lady.
There for 10 years, maybe 20 or 40 years. And I went there as a little boy, a young boy, 18, 19, little boy. And that lady was making $600 a month for years even before that. No changing yet.
So you see how long this problem was there
as a
for?
cleaner. Cleaning every day. Every morning the fresh come in there sweeping, mopping.
From one place to the other.
Making tea for you. One tea to make tea in the kitchen for you too. A bush tea and little things for you. Got you going and that for years. Dusting down every morning. Walking there. Walking from home. Back to there.
But Emma.
And I saw years ago when
Wow.
when the judge Wycliffe Richardson, the judge took over as acting director. The judge tried his best. He wrote letters.
He
went Old Town. He went everywhere making noise. He was a loud fella. Yeah, Wycliffe was loud.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah.
And he went everywhere to making noise, and he wrote letters. And man,
Wow.
they barely budge. She would have retired and didn't get a whole lot, brother. And not a whole lot
They
at
just
all.
barely swing.
A little buzz, a little thing, a little.
But that was just
a small thing.
because of the pressure.
Yeah, but this is.
But they wasn't supposed to allow that to
The
happen.
money didn't go even to $1,000. Didn't
Wow.
go, didn't reach $1,000 each year month. Didn't reach
Wow.
there, nowhere close there.
Wow.
A small move, a small thing, and I said this is trouble. It's not right.
But brother Ahmad, this thing wasn't supposed. This talk wasn't supposed to be fixed some time ago.
Not like this. No, for some reason, those people who find themselves under the unestablished working system. Those you have people who are in the pension system, to someone who have the degrees and stuff. Ordinary workers who just doing little menial jobs, cleaning this yard here and there. You kind of non-established workers, and they are the ones who are not covered. I believe once you're working, you should be covered. And the persons who have been working for 30 years not covered at all under the Pension Establishment System Act. That is wrong.
But Ahmad,
all should be covered.
You know what they call paying those people? You know what they call that? Those people that clean the schools and the clinics and the
You have them here. You have them also down at the water department. You have them at the agriculture department too, who are not established workers, and they're working for small money.
Good.
Okay, and they're not covered by the system.
Yeah. You know what I want to say about those people? And people, if you're in this category according to the system, don't be miffed with me. I'm telling you guys the truth. You know what they call that, Brother Hammer? Underpaid economical slaves.
Just trying to people.
That's what they are.
Yes, they
so
are.
people, that's what they're doing to you all. They have you as underpaid economical slaves.
What I can't understand though, Watson, and this is from my heart.
Underpaid.
How is it though that we would have had government after government after government for all these years, from back in the 70s going on, maybe 60s too, 70s, okay, 80s, 90s, 2000s,
Wow.
and nobody can get it fixed. Non-established workers are getting the worst of it. All right,
understand where I'm coming
because
from.
because even now with the increases now in the public service, because they say that they address those people too within this salary review. But when you check it out, if you're getting $700 a month, in some cases people get married now to clean schools
But
and
this
things.
salary
review.
they don't do it already.
They're about to complete.
Are they still working on it?
Still working on it still right now, so to some extent. But I think that the person would have gotten some money. They are settled for some sort of
Brother Hammer,
settlement.
all of those people need money. Every one of them need more money.
Yeah, but they told me that they're gonna to pay these people now their money, those who are unestablished, next week. But if you get 15% increase in your salary and you're working for $700, my man, they have no money. If you get 15% increase on $700,
they need to tell me.
yeah,
They need to tell me
they have no money, man.
that they're gonna double that.
Yeah, double it up, man.
Double that, not just drop the ball on it. Double it up one time.
Yeah, no money.
And maybe with a tip too. You understand? So make it 15 instead.
Yeah, man, give them other things. Bring them up a little bit, man.
Make it 15.
Yesterday I was concerned about that big time when I saw what happened to people around here.
Wow.
For years in the system, and what is sad is that they would have taken care of those who are the pension establishment before they even address those who are not established.
No, yes,
and
yeah.
they only began to address them when we made some noise yesterday too, because they were saying they're gonna pay them next week, man. That's all right. But the people were stressing out a lot.
Just dressing the people back.
Yeah. they were stressing out big time. 'Cause they thought that they were left out altogether. But no, they were also covered into that in that review. But the review process is not as good as what you put in. It's like a cake, or say a construction wall. Or say if I put a poor mixture of cement, sand, and rock, gravel, and a mixture here, that will call me be strong.
No, that'll be a problem for you.
Yeah. So it's like that. So when whatever the figures they put into the review system, the mix, they get these kind of things, these kind of funny figures, because they had some old figures too, some old job descriptions, a lot of old things were left for a while there. So whatever we input into this formula now to arrive at these new figures, salary review figures, if you don't have the right stuff, you're going to have crazy figures. Okay? So what you're now having is that people at the top getting a lot of money, those down here and getting a whole lot, to the bottom.
So this whole thing is purposely programmed to be rich and have the rich and poor.
You're gonna have rich and poor people here, and I cried out about it before a long time. I missed about this before. I said, listen, be careful. We make people worse off, because what you're doing here, right, is that there are some persons who are at the top who will be rich, and there's some at the bottom who will be become poorer.
And those same poor people. You depend on them for certain things still.
All the time. They have a kind of system. They have to
They
vote.
have to come and vote
They have
for
to
you
vote
too.
Yeah.
So that's the way we get in treat.
So nobody, it seems to my mind, can fix the system.
But
so,
it could fix.
I think it'll fix.
But you can't have demons sitting around the table to fix it. You have to have open-minded people. You have to have honest people. You have to have people who would say, you know what, by Levi Troy and hammer shoes, you could fit us.
Yeah. If the shoe bond me, the shoe bond too.
You understand where I'm coming from? But nobody's supposed to be left out. But I'm going to tell you something, right? This is what them to be pissed off at them, hear me say on the Rasta, that this wouldn't happen and that wouldn't happen. Tell the truth. On the Rasta, a lot of these conversations we just be having wouldn't exist. They wouldn't exist, Brother Hammer. But I'm going to tell you something. I wouldn't tell nobody that if this place was run by Rasta, that it wasn't going to have poor people. But one thing I will tell them is that we wasn't going to have no hungry people. If we even have poor people, they wasn't going to be hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're going to take care, you're lift, bring everybody along with you. You're lift
you understand where I'm coming from?
When you do uplift, you're going to lift everybody.
Right. We might have poor people, but not hungry people. But right now we got poor and hungry people. You understand where I'm coming from?
Nobody in Angola should work at this day and age for $780 a month.
No, Brother Hammer, that is advantage. This is what I said a while ago, you know.
Nobody. Don't care who they are. Even if you're my enemy, even if you're my enemy, is nowhere in the world you should work for that kind of money.
No way in the world.
$780 a month.
Brother Hammer.
No way in the world. It's wrong.
Brother Hammer, I tell you the truth, right? In life today, how things running, $700 could hardly take care of you for a week.
Yeah, you can't carry it.
For a week, you know.
Yeah, I can't carry it.
Moreover, $700 EC for a month.
I'll tell you.
Man, them people.
But then the worst part, the lady told me to show me like yesterday here on the phone where from that $700 they're deducting Social Security from us.
Really?
They were going on too. They're deducting Social Security from
$700 then.
No.
By these people full of poison. They're wicked, you know. By Rasta couldn't treat your own people like that.
So my hope is that my hope now, and I began to yesterday to highlight the issue because man, I saw it as a boy growing up. It looked bad then, and it's wrong, and it's bad now. I felt bad as a boy growing up when I saw Elsa's situation here. I didn't like it here. When I saw Elsa get $600 in those days, back in those other days, right? It was in the 1990s. It was troubling to see it happening here. Okay.
But it was now.
But it was now.
You know why?
After spending so many years, it was.
You know why it was now?
Cost of living higher.
Them times, there was more grown food around here too that you had to pay for.
And when I saw yesterday, these persons who showed me the pay slips what they were getting.
Wow.
And I mean, my mind ran right back to those days. And
who paying them properly paid, right?
Yeah, man.
Who paying them properly paid?
Oh, yeah, man.
But that's a lot of evilness.
You have people at the top of the system who getting $17,000 a month.
Wow.
Because civil servants here. $14,000 a month, $15,000 a month,
wow,
$18,000 a month, you know.
Wow.
I mean that type of money for ministers and other people too, but big money, $12,000, $13,000, $14,000 a month. The head of the department, $14,000, $15,000 a month with other benefits in there, all those things are happening for them.
Wow.
And you have lower level civil servants and other unestablished workers getting shell money, small money.
You know something I can prove.
The police salary starting at $7,000 a month, which is, I mean, I understand the police thing. You start at $7,000 a month. That's a lot of money, okay? The highest in the Caribbean, The highest in the
I
world.
know.
The highest salary anywhere started here in the police.
I know.
Okay, and right now they're even better because right now we're recruiting right now. One and girls going to join the force, and they're paying 84,000 a year. So that's a lot of money per month. Okay, so you're being paid handsomely to join those organizations. But there are some persons who are here as cleaners and helping to keep the system running who are getting P-shell money.
But
Small change.
But those people, they are just as important as a man who wearing jacket.
If he ain't clean, my office ain't clean, I don't feel good.
how you
in
gonna
here.
function?
I don't feel if he, I get it clean.
And
It
another
gotta be
thing,
clean.
These people that is walking down that road by being pressured to walk down that road, you know what they should really do? All of them come together and strike. And make sure, do like I will say, you stop walking, not because you don't want to walk.
Yeah.
You stop walking because of the conditions on which you're getting paid. Now the next thing, if I stop walking for you, Brother Hammer, don't think you're going to hire somebody tomorrow man bring here, no.
You can't do that.
Because that person can't enter in your yard.
But
you know.
you see Antigua and Dominica?
That
Usually
person will meet
Antigua,
a force of people,
Dominica,
then be glad to run and go back.
Captain St. Martin, Antigua,
You see?
Tortola, no Dominica.
Yeah.
You have to shut that whole thing down.
Yeah, but Brother Hammer, you ain't get it to walk.
You can't get to work at all. Not
You ain't
you.
get it to walk.
Nah. Only I'm gonna be take some
Brother
stuff
Hammer,
from
you
people.
must,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with being rebellious, you know, but have it just being a positive.
In a positive.
That's all.
Yeah.
Stop walking. Tell them plain, look now. I don't care how this office look today. I don't care how it smell. I don't care what. I don't care. I ain't walking until I find myself with more money in my hand. And you can hire somebody. Them can't come on this. Them can't come here to walk neither. Cause we stopping them from by the road. So they ain't coming in here. And if you think it's a gangster, we toss you up. Yeah. If you think it's a gangster, we just hold you and toss you up.
So ask me, how is that possible, Hammer? When we getting $6.50 US an hour, I mean, we get we get 50 an hour. How is it possible? And that's a question too, because under the former administration, the minimum wage went up to $6 an hour, right? But still, within the government system, those people who are unestablished getting the small change, the clean to
They
clean.
should be getting
So
more money.
if it's $6 an hour, then how the wheeler working? Because I mean, if it's $6 US an hour, you should be more than that. You should be getting for cleaning. So then, why are you getting $700 a month?
Brother,
Why are you getting 800 each year a month? Why are you getting $650 a month for cleaning? Though, I mean, how I don't understand those formulas. It's strange, but these things are factual because I'm seeing it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
People are getting these small changes, and they're showing you deductions from Social Security
wow.
for
See,
and as cleaners.
just like I said a while ago, you know,
I don't know.
they are underpaid economical slaves.
Yes, you have to agree with you.
And everybody who's in this category that what I'm speaking about right now, you don't have to get thing with me. I here supporting you. But I gotta talk the truth at the same time.
Yeah.
That is economical slavery, Brother Hammer, and it's underpaid. Underpaid economical slavery. That's what we Anguillians going through and elsewhere in the world too.
We had a big noise recently for civil servants too. Those who working in the system there,
see?
and those who are mid class.
You see?
The last war I had wrong here was about there. Noise about there.
Wow.
Because they had the boys at the top, the PS and the other big shots at the top getting a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
Then you had those who coming under here.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't getting the whole. I said no, they're wrong. But no, I didn't really recognize that down below now. Them gone lower still. Them gone on a low pass down here too.
That's
So
a low blow now.
they gone lower than I thought. I thought we fixed the middle here. We took care of the lower end too.
Yeah, but lower
Only
end,
to realize that the lower end getting the worst.
Brother Hammer, it is the lower end that is keeping up the upper end.
I'm telling you, bro.
Why these people don't understand that I'm doing wickedness to the people?
Okay. I don't know.
Why these people don't understand that they're doing wickedness to the people? That's why, I'll tell you something, you know, I wouldn't want to be the chief minister of Angola right now.
When I saw that
Because the first thing I'll call for Hammer is more jail. Give me some room.
But wait, check it out though. It's a whole system that's working like this, no way. And don't get out here try to shake it. It's just there. But I wonder who could fix it.
It could fix, but
I am a
I'm
belief though. I'm of the firm belief now that those responsible for the public service, the British government, can fix it.
It could fix, Brother Hammer.
It's under their control. Okay, we are paying. We have to pay the bill. But they are the ones who are in charge of the process. Okay, I'm of the view that it can be fixed
Brother Hammer,
and it should be fixed.
it should be fixed.
Nobody. I mean, poor Elsa suffered for years. But God rest her soul. Elsa.
But somebody gonna pay for her suffering.
Yeah, man.
When you willfully suffer people, you pay for
You
it.
cannot subject modern day Anguillians, youngsters, to this same thing right now. Who are cleaning schools and cleaning offices around here for government. It is wrong. It is wrong. It was wrong then. It's even more wrong now. It's wrong. It should not be. It should not be accepted. We should not condone that behavior.
What?
I think we are bringing
Yeah.
costs on ourselves.
Yeah.
We are creating costs
Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
father, the creator, he can't smile on that behavior.
gonna smile?
To see a mother with 2 children going to clean a office staff the whole time for $700 a month. I mean,
You know how
it's
long a
quite
month
disgusting.
is?
Eh?
They know how long a
Yeah,
month
man.
is.
I ain't looking. I don't look right at all,
So
man.
when that person getting 700 a month, and you going home with how much thousands for your month?
14, 15,000,
But I'm,
16,000 plus other perks.
You know another thing I would like to find out why it's happening?
Mm.
Why politicians don't pay into Social Security and they get from it get money out
The
of
pension fund.
it? Yeah, out of it.
Yeah,
Why?
that's wrong.
That's his worthlessness, but
It's wrong.
that is robbery.
Wrong for years. It's not a good thing at all. And they're somehow saying that they're prepared to pay into it. But again, the system,
Prepare how?
I'm not seeing any progression.
Prepare how?
I'm not seeing any pathway towards that nowhere.
But the one that gonna say he or she prepared to pay for that right now, they'll have to go years back, to pay,
You go right back. You go right back. Retroactively.
But you can't start from right here.
But there's some.
You done got the money pile up
But what's
already.
it? But some dead. Right? Those who dead. Some done dead. And then benefited too. Well, you can't get that money back.
But
They done dead.
them leave money somewhere.
You gonna go for the money?
Them leave money. All of them who dead and leave that kind of money under that kind of thing, their money will have to come out too.
But you know what I want to say though today about that system, and I recognize it from back in the day. All these politicians, what they would have done over the years, from back in the 70s up until this modern day and times, their systems are covered. They have pensions. They have gratuities.
Ain't paying Social Security.
They have pensions too. Yeah. They have gratuities.
Yeah.
They are well insulated.
Well
You
fixed.
do 2 terms. You get your pension done organized
Well
gratuity.
fixed.
Yeah. Once
Well
you
fixed.
you can get out and make a lot of money and you're gone. Okay. But that is for those people at the top, politicians. Okay.
But
all right. But there are no provisions in place. Listen, there are no provisions to take care of ordinary Anguillans. Okay, and this is not just now. This has been from way back in the day.
Yeah.
So my thing is, at what point do we begin to look at Anguillans with a view to making them, protecting those Anguillans,
But
even in healthcare too? Because I mean, in that public service there, persons who are working are covered by health insurance. The people out here who are paying the bills are not covered either. There's no protection. There's no installation. For ordinary Anguillans, and has been this way for a long time. So I mean, I know we have other priorities too, but at some point we need to begin as a system, not as ministers or whatever, but as a system. We need to begin to look at protecting our people. They are too exposed, because when they fall ill, you have to go to the Ministry of Finance and get a grant signed to fly you out. And I mean, you have to go your cap in hand begging for that money, you see. And you should have insurance, some kind of coverage under the system based on what you're paying to Social Security and other areas that will cover you when you fall ill. We don't have those things in place, but the politicians have those things.
You see?
They're covered by those mechanisms, you see, and have been covered for years.
They're flying first class.
And they're covered for years.
First class.
Okay, so I mean, it's bringing me no joy to highlight these things, because these things are happening for a long time, bro.
Yeah,
But
man,
at the same time, though, we need to bring our people up a little higher. Whether look at where we be, whether you're a blue, yellow, green, whatever party, we bring our people up higher. Raise them a little higher, just a little higher. I think we need to bring them a little higher, because the system itself, and ain't like before. We have AI money, you have tax money here, GST money we have right now. We can afford a little more. So once you can afford a little more, we need to do more for. We're doing some stuff right now. Yes, we can do more for people in those areas. And salaries for sure. In terms of salaries for those non-established workers in the system, we need to ensure that we take care of those people. And I am of the firm belief that it should be done as a matter of priority. It should be an urgent matter to address as a people. We need to look at those matters. We should not allow that to continue much longer for our people's sake.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You think we should be talking about that right now?
No, but painful is a very painful thing.
You think we should really be talking about that?
It's painful.
You think that anybody there should be giving me a reason to talk about that?
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
This place finished,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I can tell you something, I want to tell Anguillians.
Yeah.
Anguilla may be developing in whatever angle.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, brothers and sisters, Anguilla ain't developing for you,
This is a person who getting $600 here to me, $700. She say, good morning to you, Emma. And society, if a woman ain't married and she ain't got young children, after all them years of paying money, the mother's dead. She means Social Security. That she said them very bad. You see, these cleaners going after school, so you know, them paying by the hours after school. Okay, and she said them paying by the hours, but still that's a problem. They're going after school, cleaning after school.
But
She's paying by the
the
hour.
quality of the work
Yeah,
should be what we should be checking
they're
for.
paying by the hour. Yeah, by the hours. Are going,
It is
yeah.
the quality of the work we should be checking for.
Uh-huh.
You understand where I come from? So if a teacher, if a cleaner go in and spend 4 hours, trust me, that person should be paid the full money.
They pay them by the hour, she say.
Yeah, but
Wow.
if they by the hour, each hour should be more than what I'm paying for hour.
Yeah.
You understand where I'm coming from? You understand?
By the hour,
You pay them by the hour, but put more money on the hour for them.
Yeah, double it up a little bit.
Put more money on the hour for them. But some time ago, me and Brother Rugby,
Yeah.
we were battling about what was going on with
So it's
the
good.
senior citizens,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They rushing and give them a little something. And then after that, it went back to normal. That don't work in my book, you know. Because that should have remained. That should have remained. You understand? Christmas coming up now, they all going to be walking. Some of them must have to carry back, also carry their money home.
Yeah, kerosene pan.
Kerosene pans of money, and the poor man pocket flat, flat, and wondering what you gonna have for breakfast tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be able to buy a sandwich and a drink tomorrow morning, and you could buy a truck, you could buy a train, you could buy a ship, or what you getting, and the man that keeping you clean ain't getting nothing. So what you gonna do? You mean that?
Oh, yeah. But she makes me up. She said by the month, man, not by the hour. Okay. I hear. She said how much knows by the. She said after going to school, so if you pay by the month, it would be less money. Okay. She said it depends by the month. Okay. All right. So either way, to my mind, $700 is too less for you.
It's too less.
Yeah, too less for you.
It's too less. I'm glad that she mentioned that.
Yeah.
But we have to support everybody who need more.
Yeah, man.
And that $700 is a joke. But
I'll tell
what
you.
about if you have to buy a load of water,
Buy $350 US right off the bat, right away.
and then you have to go and pay for your current. You got to pay for your computer business,
Everything.
right?
Yeah, internet, all your services.
And you got to pay for your belly.
I tell you.
So what's left now for you to pay for your belly? Nothing, because you don't want your current. You don't want the house to go out of current, so you go hungry because of that. Because you make sure you pay that, but another day you can't buy a bread. Come on,
It is wrong, bro. I'm really against it, really to the truth. I mean,
come on.
yeah, I cannot support the wrong things, really true, and I see this as a really wrong. This is a major issue, and it's injustice,
Yeah,
and
man,
it's
it's terrible.
it borders on abuse as well. You be abusing our people, and again, this has been the case for all the years, and I would have seen it before, from the 90s, when the late Brother Wycliffe, the judge, cried out about it,
Rastafari.
and I thought back then that they would have got that fixed, but after all these years, it is still around today.
And that's decades ago.
By
man.
decades ago, and those days, Ralph Hodge was the PS. Ralph Hodge was the PS of finance. I recall Wycliffe and Ralph Hodge going after it head to head on these matters back in the day, way back in the day.
And then get it to work out.
Not the thing work out up to now. It's still going on. It's still happening. So I don't know.
So all that energy is waste energy.
You can't hear.
Waste
And
energy.
Wycliffe, the judge, was no easy fellow. He was a fellow he could have root, and he was rooting. He was upset about Elsa's situation, Signa's situation, big time.
You see that?
And she passed, and she died getting small change.
But don't worry,
Yeah.
somebody gonna pay for that.
Yeah,
But every wrong that anybody do to another person, they pay for it. They will pay for it, brother Hammer.
I tell you.
Must. Either gonna pay for it before you die, or you pay for it after you've been resurrected. But you must pay for it. You understand? Because when the Creator show up to do whatever He got to do, right? There's a lot of people that have gone in the grave already. They have to show up. Them got to come back to give account.
Yep. So my hope though is that by highlighting these issues here, that there be some persons who have a little power, who know this how to jib the system, how to shake the system, that would look at these persons and with a view to helping to helping to get them to a better place.
Yeah, but
Okay?
I'm embarrassed. you know.
Because I am too.
I am embarrassed.
And
because
even
we
if
ain't supposed to be talking
and even
this
if they
time.
give them 15% across
Yeah.
the board,
Yeah.
based on this review now, that is a small bit that can't take those people too far.
You see that?
They might, according to you have to double it up. They have to double up and triple up to get those
You gotta
workers
double it with a
who
plus.
are cleaning to a higher
You
place.
have to double that with a plus.
My God, it is terrible. It is terrible. It cannot be right. I think a milk in the shop costs a lot of money. Brother man, a box of soap powder costs a lot of money. You know what I mean? You name it. A pack of chicken, whatever you use in
Everything got
rice,
a price,
a high sky
yeah,
around
yeah,
here.
yeah.
So how are the folks? I mean, someone said to me a while ago that, hey, Hammer, those persons are doing it. That's their side hustle. They have other jobs too. But at the same time, they're working because they want to make ends meet.
Brother.
So if in that case it is a side hustle for them. I mean, they have another job too. But if they was
You
that
have to
great,
be still taken care of
you
properly.
have to take care of them. Otherwise, they'll have a third job.
Exactly. Exactly. So
A
whether
third
they have
job.
one job or two jobs,
Yeah.
they have to be taken care of.
A third job.
with both of the jobs.
I feel so, bro. I feel that way. Trust me.
You
It
know-
ain't good. It ain't good, bro.
You know, I have always been saying for the longest while that I see the reason why they wouldn't want to arrest the government.
But I don't know what caused the problem. I mean,
Can I tell you
because
something, but them kind of issues they would not be introduced to the public.
I don't know what it is.
Trust me.
You would have seen so many over the years people around here.
Yeah.
In the system, you had all those governors, deputy governors, the British people were here, and they're responsible for the public service.
They don't care about
And
that.
those issues were always being flagged by some persons raising alarms, like now being raised by us right here now that cry, and there are persons who were back in the day who had the same cries and did nothing to fix it.
Exactly.
Right now, right now you're going again now, and there are persons hearing it now too. We'll attempt to fix it, but it won't be enough. It won't be enough. It won't
but,
be enough.
But we here setting a stage for it, you know. You understand? Double with a plus.
I hear.
That $700 should be double with a plus.
I feel so. I feel so. So my appeal today is for the persons who are in charge of that area. I mean, and this is the system itself, and the deputy governor, Perrin Bradley. He has a lot of control over those areas. I mean, I'm sure he will hear this. I believe, though, please, sir, I beg you that on this Thursday, it is the 20th of August, that I know that we were told, and yet you told me that those persons are covered in this public sector review exercise. But I am of the view that we are not going far enough to take care of those people. That is my view right now, and there's an urgent need for us to ensure that we put those people in a better position.
Whenever they fix that, it's gonna still be an issue, unless you really do what we're saying here.
He's fixing
now.
it right now, but the fix he's doing right now is only 15% I heard on that day. So 15% of a $700. What that's now? Let's get it for you right now. That's a lot of money. Okay. He a lot of money. He a lot of money. What I say, he a lot of money. I tell you the truth. So we know that. Okay.
Boy.
So that's what you will be getting. You know. Okay.
Boy.
That's why you get. That's why you're getting right there.
Wow.
Yeah. So you will get additional funding. Okay. Will be just check my stuff here now. Work on this okay. So you will get $105 more.
That sounds like an insult.
Huh?
That sounds like an insult.
$105 more.
Remember, that sounds like an insult.
$105 more. So that would be cool. That would be cool either. So if that's what the figure they're gonna use to get you there, that would better be cool.
That's an insult to me.
So we need to talk about these things. So I know we have a lot of priority areas and we have to get things done otherwise, but you know, I believe that at the same time we have to take care. I mean, this is not government fault as ministers of government. This is not their fault. This is an institutional failure of the system for a number of years, for decades now.
Yeah, man, for decades.
And we have been failing that area.
For decades.
We have taken care of civil servants to some extent. Even those civil servants suffer too. Civil servants for years.
A lot of them suffer.
They suffered for a lot of years too.
A lot of them population
They
suffer.
had cuts and they had all kind of things suffering for a lot of years as well. And so, but yep, so we're trying now to fix that, to bring them back in line now by increments. But at the same time, those persons who are on a non-established system, on the non-pension level establishment, those people who are just wage workers, they are getting the worst. And we have to find a way to make it better for them too. So let's see how and what they can do. But for sure, right now, where they are right now, it's not a good place. And even with the promised little increase that you're promising them right now, it can't do much for them.
What, I just said it's an insult.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
an insult, brother Hammer.
Okay. That easy money is there. So
That's
okay.
an insult. You understand where I'm coming from? You don't. I mean, what is official does, right? They know they know how to find words and things to say to pacify your feeling.
Yeah, but find a way to get it was.
But
Yeah.
when you walk out the mats, how much your feelings could be pacified?
The mat have to be matting. If the matting ain't adding up, you can't get it right. If your matting adding up, you can't feel good. You feel bad.
Of course.
If the mat ain't adding up, you gonna feel bad.
You're a loser.
You're losing all over.
You're a loser. But Emma,
Tell me.
some time ago, someone, give me a buzz on the phone and tell me, ask me if I see the Jeremiah Road where off on the Jeremiah side. I said, well, a couple of times I was going through and there was a sign saying you couldn't go through, so I turned wrong. And I decided I got to find out why I getting these phone calls.
You gone on there.
So I gone down there, Brother Emma. Brother Emma, when I reached down there, I pulled the car over. I almost swear when I see the dumbness them do down there, Brother Emma. And this is people that sit and went to university.
Yeah, big boys on there. Yeah.
That was what got we mash up.
And boys not to walk. The boys not to
Because
walk.
it look like street sense don't make no sense to these people. But Emma, that road on India and Jeremiah Road was supposed to end off with a three-way roundabout. That was supposed to end off with a three-way roundabout. But Emma, if they don't put a three-way roundabout there, there'll be a lot of, in fact, they wouldn't be able to open it.
Oh yeah.
That kind of junction there, you have to slow the traffic down. You understand where I'm coming from? That need a roundabout, just like you see by the airport there, a three-way.
On one of there.
You understand? It need a roundabout. How you gonna function going, taking okay, you're driving on the left-hand side, but you want to go down Blind Point. So you gotta take a right. There's where you're supposed to be going around a circle to take a right, to go over, to end up on the side again, which is your left side going down. You mean that man wasn't smart enough to know that a roundabout's supposed to be there?
I watched the area. It looked tight to me though. It kind of tight
But
to
I'm
me.
a car's gonna be driving fast if there's not a roundabout there. You know there's a roundabout up the road, you're gonna slow down, you can check because you know you expect somebody taking a right in it. So they're gonna slow you down for some thing. You understand where I'm coming from? But it remains a racetrack still. It remains a racetrack still.
Yeah.
If I come out there and I want to go west, I got to wait till that fella pass you with his fast driving, rather than the roundabout slowing him down or whatever the case may be, so I could make my circle around my U-turn or whatever. Boy, that's bull. The man that do that drawing, I sure he went in school.
Yeah, man. Them boys on there.
Well, that drawing ain't good. Not on the end out there. Not on the end out there. And you know you putting on roads and you come into the main roads where you have sidewalk and thing, your sidewalk ain't supposed to keep the same level till you get to the main road.
But the part that told the Minister of Government some time ago at that meeting that he can only do 2 roads a year. The same guy. So
That's bull.
yeah, the same guy. He can only design 2 roads a year
That's bull.
and design and build.
You see that road there from Lake Stoplight down to the old hospital? That could be done in a couple of months.
He said he can only
2 months, maybe
he
less.
can't do more than 2 a year. He said. That the man say.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 a year. He can't get him design and build. The only 2 a year he can do.
But it is an easy way to do roads in Angola. But these fellas are the thing too big. You understand where I'm coming from? You see that road they're going from Webster's roundabout, go down to the old hospital. Well, let's say go down to the Anguillians then. That piece of road right there between the roundabout and the old Anguillians, that should be a one-way traveling from west. And I would put that road in a couple of weeks. Easy. Without disturbing and mashing up this and mashing up that. For instance, right? Let's talk about the one up from Lake Sap Lake coming down. I scale out whatever amount of the width that I can get, going as far as I can get out, and try to straighten it all the way through, right? I put in a footing brother hammer on the two sides. I point a footing. It's going to be the point in in an area where one row of blocks you need on it. With your little pieces of steel, what we call starters coming up. One row of blocks. From all the way by the stoplight down to the runabout. One row of blocks on each of these footings, right? And from, you farm up on the blocks on the outside now, and you leave like a rabbit, like a little rabbit, because what you're going to be doing with that rabbit now, this way you're going to rest your sidewalk. We ain't putting no sidewalk. The sidewalks have to be slabs. Right next to the same wall, under where the slab's supposed to go as a sidewalk, you put your pipes and you put all your pipes you need to put in there. So if you got a problem with a pipe, you don't have to go to jackhammer mashing up the sidewalk. You go exactly where the problem is, you lift that slab out, you put your thing together, you rest the slab back in, good to go. Easy as 1, 2, 3. And you pour the road. Just how it is there, you pour on it. But make sure that from block to block, you got exactly what you need. The levels and the this and the that. Every 100 feet, you put 1.5 inch pipe across and cap it off. That in case in the future, if you have to send water across, you don't have to bust up nothing.
They open it up,
Just open it and snake and stuff through.
On them.
And leave your water. But you see these man, universities, what got these man them dead, you know. They don't have no common sense when they come on doing things. You see how easy that road could be done?
I know, I hear.
Put in a foot in. You do the same thing because I tell you right, that road going on west of the runabout down to the old Anglicans, that road low.
Sure, low.
Right? So you got to lift it a little. Now if you lift that road, let's say a foot, you can't have a two-way there with them big trucks back because they put out in the trees. They may licking up them hood, licking up the barrels, licking up the mirrors on the trees. So that road there could easily be a one-way from the old Anglicans up to the roundabout, right? And all other branches from all Ashley by the school, by the strip, all of them when you come over, you take a right because you can't go west. You come from above the tourist building there, you take a left because you can't go right. Simple. And you use the rest of the area where you could have more parking because you're putting this road in the center already right now. Or if you feel like you could dress it more on this side, a little bit on this side, but in the center will be better. Right? You're putting the same footing brother hammer from up there right down. Right? You run your blocks and you pour your road in. Nothing ain't moving that road from there brother hammer. Nothing. So the heavy equipment cannot use that road unless there's an emergency. You come from over the airport, you go in the quarry wherever, you go straight over and go down the back road there behind rest of the park. That'll be the main road going on the north side. You're not obstructing nothing. All you're doing is putting in a one-way from the old Anglicans up to the roundabout to accommodate the smaller vehicles and things, and they will have more, freedom, less fumes from trucks and all them kind of thing. That remember sometimes they're selling food. You don't need no trucks passing on that road. It's only for 4-wheel vehicles. If there's a 6-wheel, you have to be there because there's an emergency. Outside than that, it's just for the smaller vehicles to run on. You go by actually a shop, you come out, you take a right, up the road you go. You come from the outside, you take your left, up the road you go. You come from straight by the old hospital, you go down, you take no obstruction whatsoever. If you come from by the strip, you hit that road, you take a right, you go about your business. Easy. Could be done easy in a short time, but no. They got to dig up everything and bring the equipment from all walks of life, wasting time, wasting money. You understand where I'm coming from? And then talking about them doing things so. I bet you the man next day if they go to fix that road on cars, 2.5 the amount of money to the cars. If they do it different to what I just speak about. And but that road wouldn't go nowhere, because that road now is poor on the blocks, locked down in the black holes, and like I say, every 100 feet or so, you put 1.5 inch pipe across and cap it off. Like, you know what I mean? So if you're going to send water from this side to that side, You ain't got to go with a jackhammer mashing up the road. You take off the cap and you snake your stuff. Whether you want to continue with a big pipe the same size, or you want to shove an inch and a quarter pipe through it. Because it's an inch and a half. So you could shove an inch and a quarter pipe through it.
Yes, just leave it. Okay,
You
good.
understand where I'm coming from? But no, we can't do nothing like that. Because we stupid. That's the way we just think. We think stupid.
But the ideas, for my mind, somehow in Anguilla, the best ideas that never come to the surface to the fore. They always look in the background somewhere. The persons who are in charge of the system doesn't always have the greatest ideas either. They're too busy, overwhelmed. But this is why we should speak to person with ideas who can help us get to a better place. Because we have smart people in Anguilla in our society. They may not have degrees. They may not have, a master's degree. May not be engineers, by the paper, by the book. But they have common sense and they have great idea. I mean, they have great stuff. I look at I look at how those guys did the road back in the day. The road by the airport we had before. The one did by Wallace Free and my grandfather and those guys, George and them. That road up to the airport at the time was a strong road here. Never mash up.
Yeah.
You wonder why she was there for years, It was never
Because
destroyed.
over the years, they get pressed more.
No,
and
but
set.
how she was built too.
Yeah.
They had her built in a kind of way. She wasn't
With a
too
little
flat.
small
And
and
toddler back kind of a
yeah, a little gable type thing.
Yes, and she just walked for years. Never, ever, ever had a problem with that road.
You see, because I'm telling you something, Brother Hammer. If water settling on a road is not good for the road.
No.
Water ain't supposed to settle on a road. Roads have to be designed making sure that no water is settling. If the land on one side of the road is higher than the road, you have to work out something with that. You can't have mud running down off of, and running across the street and thing.
But those guys didn't go to any big schools like that.
No,
per
but they
se.
do a good job.
But they did a great job on those roads in those days.
Saddleback.
Yeah, saddleback's what they call them. They built that road.
Yeah.
Saddleback road.
Yeah, saddleback.
That's what they would have done.
Water don't stay on a saddleback.
No, sir. And the road never had a problem with chipping out, falling apart, sagging, nothing.
Yeah.
Solid. And you know what I saw them had too when they got the road in the valley there? Those guys had 4-inch stones as the base
Yes, because we
for the
big them
road.
stones for the trucks will come.
4-inch rocks,
Collect, yeah, man.
What we did? We took out the 4-inch stones and put road base, question waste and compacted.
Yeah, and that was already set,
I tell you.
You
And what
went that
happened too?
material, man.
Huh? I did
Corridor?
I must crush it and bring it back. I didn't believe. I may have crushed it and bring it
But,
back. But I definitely may have done. But that was good stuff too. 'Cause I had rocks, 4-inch board
Yeah, man, we
stones
took a lot of
as the
those,
base for the
yeah,
roads.
Man, yeah, man, took a lot of those rocks back in the day.
And those guys didn't go into school. Those guys, they were around here. They were local guys who understood certain things. The guys, I heard them talk about the wharf in the Forest Bay, how they built that wharf. My grandfather and Wallace, those guys did that wharf in the area in there. Those guys, I heard from my grandfather.
They didn't get it to work, right?
They use galvanized. When the forest is galvanized, they galvanize.
Yeah.
Throw sand bags inside galvanized. I mean, that's strange. You had to case off in the water.
Yeah, man, you free it out,
You
you
case
know.
off in the water
Yeah, free
with
it out.
galvanized.
Yeah.
And they put sandbags, and create a dry area in there.
Yeah.
Sandbag,
Yeah.
Go around and build around that whole thing with some galvanized and,
Yeah.
and frame it out. And inside they were able to find create a dry space. They put a wharf down there.
Yeah.
Anguillan fellows would think with mind, with brains, And today we had to bring guys from overseas to help us to build wharfs and piers.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Because because we lacking,
I tell you.
lacking street sense, we lacking common sense. But you see, people hate common sense, Otherwise, they will have more.
Yeah.
If you hate common sense, how you gonna have it?
So the old guys had all these ideas.
Okay,
For example, right now, we have issue with water right now in Anguilla still. What the old guys did? Build tanks. The old guys had a tank,
Reservoir,
Long Bay,
on the
reservoir.
high peaks.
One, up east up here.
Yeah.
One on all the high peaks in Anguilla.
Yeah.
What the guys were doing in those days, Fred and all those guys,
Yeah.
pumping water to tanks. Not to the areas in there.
No, for
They
the
pump
tank.
water to tanks.
And
And
from
those
there,
tanks
gravity
send water
feed.
across the land.
Gravity feed.
And these guys are regular guys. Today you have guys with all kind of degrees
Yeah.
who went to school, got master's
They
degree,
can't get it right.
engineers, and you can't get water west end.
And another idea being shared before
Yes.
now too, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
You see all those reservoirs that is more or less useless right now in a sense. But I will fix all of those by building a new reservoir on the inside.
Right there, yeah.
I ain't touching them all. All I do take out the roof
No, but right now you need more water. You need a
and
bigger
I
one
farm
now.
it up I could make it even
They're
darker.
they're too small now because I mean we have grown the numbers somewhat, population size, and we need more water in the for Western, more water for those other areas too.
But Hammer,
Yes.
them done there already.
Yeah.
If you want, you could build another one next to them.
Next, oh yeah, well, that build one next to it. Yeah,
You
that's
understand?
for real.
And the same time, now, let's say if you're gonna do those things, like up like up where you call it Old Town.
Yeah.
You got two up there, right?
Yeah, 2 tanks up there. Yeah.
Okay. When you go to do that, whatever gravity they could give you right now, if you make that floor a foot thick, that's a foot more height for
Yeah.
more gravity
Yeah.
running.
More power.
And it's less wooden thing to use because we're using it outside as a farm.
For y'all it is.
And she could still look like a historical site because people going there can't see the new part. See, you're looking at this a historical site, but on the inside, there's a new reservoir on the
Yeah, man.
inside.
Brand
You-
new.
Brand new on the inside. They don't really check what they should be checking for.
No, but again, though, I will tell you the truth, listeners, viewers, is that the older guys in those days had great ideas. They didn't go to University of West Indies. They were regular men, but they had vision. They had understanding of how things should work around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did a better job. I mean, for the most part, a better job.
Much better job.
You know, for sure.
Especially for the length of time to last.
Yeah, man. Those guys built things that lasted for me, long-lasting projects they would have done over the years.
You see.
Still standing today. And so we have a problem, brother. But brother, but I hope that today that the powers that be, and again, I mean, systems of government need to be responsive and work for the people of the land. If you're in a government system that is functioning, I believe the objective of the system is to ensure that we deliver for the people, right?
And we listen to
This-
their cars.
yeah. The system need to work for our people.
Right.
So whether you are a permanent secretary, because sometimes these people who work in the system too believe that they're the bosses here. Permanent secretaries,
Yeah.
department heads, persons who are in charge of these same things here believe that they are the bosses. That's not true. You are simply servants. The word said civil servants. Okay, you are servants of
They
the
gotta
people.
know the meaning of civil.
Civil servant.
They better
Okay.
know the meaning of that.
Okay, and really truly, when you are tasked with running a system, right,
Rastafari.
your job should be to ensure that people are taken care of, and even politicians, they too need to ensure that that the electorate of the land get the best bang for their buck, that they get the most from the system that is there. After all, it's about taking care of those people. That's why you are there, right? To be able to make it better for you and I, right? That's how it should be
Yep.
on an ordinary day.
Yep.
And this has been the objective. This has been the thing for all the years.
Decades of
For
problems.
decades, okay. So I'm saying to you right now that that those persons who are the lower end of the salary scale down here, those are non-established workers. We call it kind of wage workers or non-established workers. They're not on the pensionable establishment. That we need to find a way to elevate those people a bit more, because we know that $700 EC cannot take care of those people.
No, man.
Okay.
No.
Even if they have another job somewhere in the end, and you're saying it's a side hustle for them, just a little extra money, that $700 EC
Still
cannot
can't walk.
work for them.
Can't walk.
It
still.
is scandalous. It is embarrassing. It
But
is-
why,
it is
why you
troubling.
want, why you want to have so much and give other people so less, but you want to have so much?
It's a system issue
Why?
that needs to be
But
rectified.
I'm going to tell you something, right? If I was to be involved with them kind of thing, you think I want that kind of money a month from my people
Yeah.
because I am a minister?
No,
of
but
government?
people who now seeing it now should be concerned about it.
You think I want that kind of money and so much of poor people? and
Government
children
need to be
out there
concerned about
need
it
some
right now.
attention?
Should be concerned about it right now, because I mean, I saw it with my own eyes when I saw that yesterday. I mean, it scared the living life. I got scared because I couldn't believe what was happening. Still, I knew of it from before with Elsa here, Cigna, but to see it again yesterday was shocking, brother. It gave me a jolt, a real jolt, because I back in those days too, as a youth man coming up, I didn't like how Elsa was being treated at all. I couldn't believe Elsa getting $650 EC a month and working every day, Monday to Friday.
Imagine that. But whoever do she that, them in hell too, you know.
Huh? The system, brother.
Well, the system in hell, brother. But I'm going to tell you something, right? There's a lot of people. They've done wrong to other people for them to get the green light all the time in favor.
Uh-huh.
Those people, they are demons. You understand where I'm coming from? They are demons. They're looking out for themselves.
Yeah.
And for close friends.
You there?
And for people who
Okay, good, yeah.
who always sitting in company and doing what?
No, but listen, I hear you though. But Look how long Ralph Hodge and those guys gone.
Yeah.
Carl Petty gone.
Yeah.
Alistair gone.
Yeah.
Frankie Connor gone.
Yes.
All the big PS, those boys gone. Robin, those boys are gone for years now. Some gone, some dead. Okay? And Wycliffe, those guys who was trying for years, they gone too. Elsa gone as well.
You see.
But the problem's still here.
The problem's here. Nobody fix it. Nobody fix it.
The problem is still here. I mean, again, I don't know what it is, but who can make it better? Who can fix it for the people?
You know what could make it better, Brother Hammer? Honesty.
It can't be that.
And the crave.
No, it must be more than that.
And the
It
crave-
must be more than that, Wase. I refuse to accept his honesty. Wase can be more than that. Because Wase, if all those years passed by, from 90s, decades passed
Yeah.
since I have seen this thing for the first time.
yeah.
And today, you have people still bringing to me pay slips showing me that they're getting $700
Yeah, you see that.
and Social Security being deducted from that.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Social Security being deducted from $700.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, and it's happening still to our people. So it is more than politics. It is a lot more than that. It's a system error, a failure that needs to be sorted out.
Yes, sir.
Nobody should feel comfortable in their skins, giving a person, especially young mothers who are working in cleaning rooms, schools, and other areas, small change like that. Okay. You should not feel comfortable doing that at all to them people. Should not be happening to our people.
Greediness too, boy. Wow.
I don't know if it's greedy
It's a
either.
package,
I
it's a
think that
package.
we are not aware. Maybe
It's a package.
maybe they're not aware of it because they can't feel the
course.
pressure of the poor man.
Of course, Brother Hammer, them know. Them not be watching the poor man making mock at him still.
But I don't know because the father of the
Why you
nation,
don't go and walk? Why
the
you
father
don't
of the
this? Why you
nation
don't
had the
this?
same problem too.
Yeah.
I recall when the family called. I was on a program here like this.
see.
The family called me here and they say come for him because they can't go there no more. They only get $1,000 each year a month. For a man who put his life on the line, Frank Willer here,
Brother Hammer,
we get the $1,000 each year a month.
Brother Hammer, we start off then with a hat in the hand, and we still got a hat in the hand today.
He get
See
$1,000.
what I
A man
mean?
who went on the line, $1,000.
When the British came here, they had to smuggle here out in a fishing boat
You know,
to Samartin. The helicopter fly over the boat, but they had him covered with a
yeah,
canvas.
from the Forest Bay. Remember? I heard the story. Yeah.
So and there was a bucket here to take his head back to
Oh,
England.
Chucky came for him. Chucky was here to
You
take a
understand
cooler
what-
for him.
People don't understand
Yeah.
how serious these things was.
Yeah, but he got $1,000 for a long time. And
Imagine
after we began to agitate here, we began to make representation on his behalf. It went up to a few more dollars after that, but and then they began to pay for certain things after a while. Only when we began to raise awareness is when the system kicked in and started to do a bit more for him. But before that, he was getting nothing.
Nothing. A man who spent his own personal money.
I'm
civil
telling
servants.
you.
He was paying civil servants for a long time.
So this morning I was on my usual morning moves, and I told myself while I was chilling, while I was making I said, you know what, I think maybe we have a curse for all these
It
things.
is.
These things are reach the heavens, I believe,
It's a
and
curse
that's
around
why
here.
we are getting on this way, and that's
It's a
why
curse.
we have all these problems in Anguilla, because I believe that the great heavens and the great God, we would have seen how we would have abused our people over the years, and no doubt He is upset with us. And I told myself this morning that when I was out after 5 this morning,
Of course.
when I began to reflect on these things, I said, no doubt the great God is mad with us.
Man, what I say, Brother Hammer, he can't smile. Not with what's going on here, he cannot smile. He cannot smile. He asks us
In-
to do things and we refuse.
In those days, $1,000 couldn't take care of Ron Webster. Lord, how much? $1,000 yeah. He was getting that money from the system. $1,000. And after the noise, I said, what? And we began to agitate here. It went up, I forget how it went to, but in the end, they began to take care of some of his other expenses too. So, and he got it until he expired. But I mean, by then it was late. He was done a man, done his way down.
Yeah.
So he didn't
boy,
enjoy much of that at all.
Yeah, he didn't know.
He didn't last long after that, much longer after that.
It was by the time he might not even know he was getting that.
Okay.
Because, you're going out.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm on-
Go on.
This, I
Yes.
don't want to say a lot about this Carito talk.
Oh, Carito, yeah, yes.
But I mean, I was talking to you, but it was cracking up, so I know the public here exactly
Yeah.
what I was saying.
Go ahead. Tell me what you're saying.
Yes, so what I was mentioning, right?
Yes.
I said, I don't have a problem with Brother Kyle if he want to help a friend.
Yeah.
I said, but me personally, I would have paid for that to be
Oh,
done.
the driving? Oh,
I would have paid for that to be done. Reason, but I'm gonna tell you something, right?
keep the attack here.
I have to work from Monday to Friday, from around 8 to 4:30, 5 o'clock sometimes. So that day, when I ain't at my job and I could help my friend, I pay for that. I would have paid a driver myself and say, look now, this is my friend, whatever the job is, I'm hiring you to run the truck. I can't do it because tomorrow's Monday. I gotta go on my job and see me. And talking about helping out his dad, which is a good thing too. But how much days can he go and help his dad?
After you finish work, you go.
After you finish work,
Yeah.
he got so much other
4 o'clock.
responsibilities. Yeah, that could happen once in a while.
No, then.
But there's a lot of responsibilities that he got to rush him on the job to get him to do to you. Know?
Yeah.
You understand?
In the morning when he was out with the truck that morning, he was after 5 in the morning, going 6. He built, but the friend called me too. The friend did give me a call. The friend said, Hammer, what's going on in Angola? He's on vacation. He said, listen, he said, I have been asking. He said, Kyle and I grew up together as kids from going to school. He said, that truck here for more than 10 years now. Long before Kyle was in politics, that truck around here for a long time. He said, and before Kyle even dream of entering politics, when I go away on vacation, do my vibe, Kyle had a truck for him for years, run by him, helping me out every time I go away living with
That's
Kyle.
before politics.
Yeah.
So
he said, so what happened now? I mean, he trust Kyle with truck.
Yeah.
He didn't know who he's gonna trust. He said, Kyle is my partner.
Yeah.
So my friend, I mean, he is now a minister, yes, but I was a man I know. So Kyle chose to go in the morning all 8 o'clock and move the bins for me. So he didn't know what the problem is. So I said, okay. That's why
I wouldn't have a problem
No.
with me wanting to help my friend, but I wasn't going to be the driver.
No?
I'm not telling partner that he wasn't supposed to be the driver, but for me personally, I wasn't going to be the driver.
5 in the morning? You're waking up?
You got people hungry to make $1. They got drivers about out there. They'll come in drivers about here in Angola. They don't have a truck to drive.
With my truck? No, I decide who drive my truck. I decide who drive my truck. My truck is my truck. If I want you to drive my truck, Wase, I trust you, Wase. I don't want you to drive my truck, you know. My peace of mind is that Wase got his truck under control.
Yeah.
Wase gonna know my clutch. Wase
Wase
know how to tip them bins. I think Wase don't understand it. No, I want a man my truck. I want Wase to have my truck. Wase, you busy, but when you find time, I want you to move them bins for me.
But
Yeah.
for me, I know a lot of truck drivers and I know a lot of good truck drivers too.
Okay, all
You
right.
understand? So I could walk around them kind of thing.
Okay.
Because them kind of thing will always bring a talk.
Yeah.
And to trigger off a talk, so most of the time is a dumb talk.
Yeah, dumb.
That's
yeah.
why I disagree with him helping his friend, you know.
Yes,
But me personally, I would pay somebody who I know definitely could run the truck. There's a lot of good drivers in Angola.
I see Kyle over the years. Somehow he's in that type of equipment thing. I see him over the years too with a crane truck helping somebody else too. Back before politics now, I see him with a crane truck lifting some stuff off the ground up on a roof, a gallery, of a commercial center.
Yeah.
On the gallery over pushing the side of the commercial center. I know I saw him back in the day doing that too, using a crane truck, lifting some pallets from off the truck, up upstairs. And then they just swing over the gallery and down on the ground. So I saw him doing that too. So I kind of figured that he's a fella who would love to handle things like that, trucks and heavy equipment. He can handle those things, and job handlers too. You know, he can handle them things. So I guess that's why because Max had those things too. You know, Max here. Max had those things over the years too, equipment, trucks, and so I guess he learned that stuff there. So again, he grew up with this partner, Sean Rogers. You know, and so when he's going away, he takes care of the stuff. That's how it is. But I see your point, though. To avoid talk, you would stay away. You're saying that, but sometimes you can't stay away. Sometimes you have to bite the blood and move along too with it as it stands. Right? You know, bro, I'm going to Max is up next. You know, take care, brother. Watch it. Thanks, man. All the best to you, man. Take care.
You know,
Yeah.
Talking about them, I want to mention two things, right?
Yeah.
I've heard about all the different, ideas that they have for down there and stuff, but nobody ain't mentioned what they're going to do with the area where the stuff from the hospital. Let's go. I walked down there some years ago, Hammer.
You gonna fix that too?
And that area is like a swamp. To move that from there where you can put it, God knows. There's a swamp, you know. When I was walking there, it was actually moving like it was alive. A swamp.
I know.
You understand?
But you have things for that. You can I mean, biomedical waste. There are programs to take care of that stuff too. Whether
What,
it
you
is,
mean to melt it or something?
they're gonna fix it. They got stuff for that, man. They got stuff for that. If, for example, all the people when they cut off legs and toes and your muffies of the gut and all that stuff. That stuff can be there in America and even in the islands. They have incinerators for that. A machine there, incinerate one time.
Well, that part of them need a serious attention.
Yeah.
And the other thing too, right?
I mean, they amputate legs and arms and they go carry too, right? That's what they have to
and
go.
another
Unless you
thing-
incinerate them.
The other thing we be speaking about desalination plants. There's no way on the south side of Angola, which I call the windward side, that I want to put a desalination plant.
Why is that?
A lot of different reasons.
For silt, sand? What? High tide?
One of them is the weed that is becoming a show all the time.
But just carry out the intake for out.
Let me tell you, it doesn't matter how you carry it, it could get stifled. Because this stuff could be to the bottom at times soon. It comes through to the bottom at times soon. You want to put a desalination plant down in Angola, the best place to put it over on that point or past Corridor on that point. Not Corridor, Crocus Bay.
Oh, there, yeah.
Point.
I know, I'd
Because
say.
you got solid rock down in the ocean.
Like that flat cap side. Flat cap, so they got some deep water, yeah.
Good. And you'll hardly find any seaweed drifting about. in the
Not
neighborhoods.
no there, no. Oh, they're empty. Oh, they're
Because
clean.
they leave outside.
Oh, they're clean, for sure.
Clean.
Yeah.
So desalination plants is not good for the south side of Angola. You see where Scrub and Flat Island is? That's like a channel where all these different muck that's come through, floating through. Over on the north side is for them kind of thing. You remember the drawing that I showed you some time ago? I have it on the road point. Good.
Yeah.
Downwind.
Don't win.
Good. And now, Brother Hammer, thanks for
Peace and
having
love,
me.
bro. One love, I say,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Good
man.
morning again to
Yeah,
all
it's
the
that one time.
good morning.
Yeah, but afternoon time.
Good
no, bro.
afternoon to all
7
the
after
positive people in Angola. And I know you're happy to be here. I'm happy to be here to talk with you.
Yes, I.
And enough respect, enough love, no two loves from the rest of man.
Man, one love.
One love for everybody.
One love for sure,
enough
man.
respect.
Enough respect. Peace and love, man. All the best. Have a good weekend, okay? All right, okay, Sharon, all the best. Sharon, all the best. Take care, huh? Have a good weekend as well. Okay, so, folks, yes, I, Rastaman. One love, brother. One love, bro. Take care, Rastaman. Watch there for you folks in the afternoon time here on the program, so you heard him for yourself. And always great speaking to Wasi. Wasi is someone who speaks his piece. And on Class FM, we are about our people, and we touch the issues that are important to our people right here. We do it every time. Another brother's coming up next, who's also a man who says his piece without fear or favor. That's for sure. A well-known brother here to us on Class FM Radio 96.9. Max Hodge is in the building, and it has been some time since we had him in studio to discuss the issues that are important to all of us as a people. After all, these programs are designed to deal with issues that are important to us, issues that impact us on a daily basis, and we require citizens, people who live here, to speak to the issues and to share their perspectives on the issues. It's important. Though sometimes you learn a whole lot here. Most times you learn a whole lot here, and it's always good to hear persons who are deep thinkers take on the issues as well. And Max is one of those persons who has a very unique perspective on lots of issues in our country, Angola. So, Brother Max Hodge, a pleasant good afternoon to you. Thanks for coming, and welcome to Class FM once again.
Good afternoon to you, Hammer, and everyone in Radio Land and whatever the other devices you're using to hear us.
Everywhere. All right. So, my brother, we're here, and a couple of issues are swirling. Of course, we're in a crazy world, as I often tell you, it's a crazy world and a crazy country as well. And many issues are swirling out there, and I want to get you on a couple of other big issues, really and truly. The one I want to touch on quickly before we get into our substantive conversation, the issues of persons and in the public service, and I would have received some of the calls recently from ordinary workers, persons who work in the system, cleaners, etc., about their situation. I made a few calls, and I learned that today will be paid their bit of money next week. But when I dug deeper into the system, and I recognized that what they were getting, cleaners in some cases getting $700 each year a month. Some person getting less than that per month, and what is happening is that there are these salaries, these sums. You're deducting Social Security from them too for these same people. Then, when I query what's is really going on here. I was told these are side hustles, and people are just want a little extra so we can, this is what it is. But I am concerned because we have parents, we have women in particular working 2-3 jobs in Angola. And even as a side hustle, I want to believe that they're going there every day, maybe twice, 3 times a week as well. But $780, bro, and I saw it with my own eyes, is woefully inadequate in this modern day and age to pay any woman or man for cleaning, whether you're cleaning a school bus, cleaning a building, whether it's a school office, anything in government. And I believe that we have to make those persons, whole. We can no longer allow these people to suffer. I have seen the suffering for years. I mentioned Elsa to you earlier, Signa, and I would have seen her in my formative years. I had to be working for $650, and she would have worked there for her entire life and couldn't make $1,000. My brother, okay, it is happening still. I thought, it's yesterday. Yesterday I was startled when I saw that pay slip because I thought this thing was over. I did not realize that we have people still working for that type of small money in our system still.
Let me ask you a question. What is side hustle?
Huh?
What do you mean by the word side
you,
hustle?
you have a job. You have a job, but you have a job. You have Pastor Ray. I heard about it. You have a job. And but you have another job, a second job that you hustle on. You hustle and you get a salary. Yeah.
The reason why I'm asking what is side hustle?
Yes, yeah.
Is it a job that is being completed?
No, side hustle is
No, let me ask you. When I come to your job, even if you want to call it a side hustle.
Yeah.
But when I come to your job, am I doing an adequate enough job to get the task done?
Yeah, get it done.
So if it's getting done, why you think you could pay me the little bit that you want to pay me? Don't government have a $6 US minimum wage somewhere else?
A question was asked, I was asked a question a while ago too. So I found it a little strange that these persons are getting this small change.
That's what I'm saying. So what is a side hustle? A side hustle, if you're telling me that the person passed by and you give them something for helping you out, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But if it's a consistent job, give the person a consistent salary.
Yeah.
A salary that can live on, because that they're working not for thanks. They're working to make sure that they can carry money home enough to be able to feed the family. Because they probably can go somewhere else and do that, but because they have this little job, or you call a side hustle.
Side hustle, yeah.
It is no side hustle. You going to the school to clean, that's not side hustle. That is a needed job. In other places, they give contracts out for that.
Yeah.
But here it is, you ain't giving no contract out to cleaners. You're giving it to somebody and call it a side hustle. Because you want the job done for cheap. You can't be doing that to your people.
No, it happened to all people.
That used to happen back when I used to go to Valley School, when we had just built a new school.
Yeah.
You can't call that a side hustle.
No, that's wrong.
That is an ongoing job, 5 days a week. And then when school ready to open, you go in there, so you do another deep cleaning in order to bring the children in. It's not a side hustle.
It's not a side hustle. And what is even much...
You know why it should be a side hustle at one point?
Tell me.
The politicians back in the day, when my father was a politician, that was a side hustle. Because they used to only have meetings once a week. And they used to get $16
a month for that.
A month
for that.
Okay, that was a side hustle. But that was the highest part of it until we got party politics involved. And then we create an atmosphere of destroying each other. So the destruction continues as we go on.
My concern too, Max, is that at the top though of this system, you have first at the top and the mid tier who are adequately compensated for. By the lower end of this,
because we want to
system,
disrespect people. We want to continue to disrespect people. That's what we're doing. We want to continue to. Let me tell you something. I'm open my phone. I'm gonna give you something to read, and I'm gonna show you something.
It's not right. So, folks, and
I can show you something. Don't call the person name.
No.
The person entered me on WhatsApp, right? Scroll up there, so see what you see there. What did you see?
Please.
You see a logo, right?
Yeah.
What school is that for?
Is that Aurelia Kelly? Right?
Aurelia Kelly School.
Yeah.
Read the information what you see there on that
Mr.
thing.
Hart, please see original copy of the crest.
Read it loud so people can understand what I'm saying.
All right, so Mr. Hart, please see original copy of the crest. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Okay, keep reading. Keep reading.
Thank you.
Just send the the person send the size of the logo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was my response? My response. I have a response on that. What
Good afternoon. Okay, thanks.
That's all my response.
Yeah.
The reason why I had you read this because
Yeah.
we're going back to
Yeah.
people that try to disrespect people. Just this morning, I'll tell you why that came out. That came out the 4th of November, 2025. In August last year, Stony Ground School called me, telling me that I cannot print the school logo because I have no permission to do it.
No permission to print the logo.
Brent Romney,
Yeah.
Chief Education Officer at the point,
At the time, yeah.
got in his capacity, sent me a letter, sent a letter out on the media
Yeah.
telling who can and can't. I said to Brent Romney, said to the lady that spoke to me, I said, tell Mr. Romney for me, please, send me a letter and put his signature to it.
Yes. He did, eh?
He didn't. You know why he didn't? Because I have a license to do business in Anguilla.
Yeah, that's the printer. Yeah.
Okay? I've invested my money in equipment to be able to please any and every sector in Anguilla. Brent Romney, no public school have that ability to stop me from doing a public thing. That's the reason why the teacher in the end sent me that letter. That what you read was the teacher who realized the situation. The reason why I brought it up, just this morning, a teacher from Valley Primary School called me, telling me that the head teacher said I cannot print it
Why?
because Stony Ground, she didn't learn from Stony Ground.
You can't print it?
No, I shouldn't be able to print Valley School logo because it is the Valley School logo. I told her the story what I just told you. Tell the Chief Education Officer to put his signature on a paper and send it to me because we are in this zone of making people pay for their mouths. You understand?
Yeah. Yes.
So let us test it out through the court system.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we feel that in Anguilla, we can continue to undermine and deprive people, Anguillians, of doing things. They don't work so anymore in Anguilla. Okay? And I won't be intimidated by none of them.
You're right.
Okay? That logo, what you see me doing for the Valley, it is 23,000 stitches in that one little logo. It'll take about 10 to 15 minutes to run one logo.
One logo.
One logo.
I never stopped.
That is the quality of thing. You test that against anything they have, and you see where it's at.
So what is the procedure though? In terms of what do you do to be able to?
I have it's a government place.
So
Listen, if you are into teaching,
continue.
be a teacher.
Continue.
You a teacher, be a teacher. Don't cross the line. I'm in business now for 44 years. Okay? And it ain't nobody who just coming up as a young teacher gonna call me to tell me what I can and cannot do. It's my equipment that I purchase, and I purchase it so I can make a profit and make back the money from my machines. Okay? There's no law in Anguilla that says that restrict anybody from doing anything. This is not a communist country. This is not a socialist country. You're free to do business. People have the right to go to wherever they want to get the cheapest and the best quality that they want. Who are these people who figure that in some cases call people jobs a side hustle? That is where this whole thing comes down to. You figure out you can categorize people performance and people thing. You cannot be doing that. Allow the free market society to rule. It's a free market. Don't try to make me feel as if I can't, but you have a better friend somewhere else who can. Don't play that game. Don't play that game with me. And I understand that at this point, I can be looked at as somebody political because I have a son in politics. But that's him. That has nothing to do with me. He makes his salary from his dealings, and I have to go there and make a living from what I'm doing. So if we want to deal with that, let's face the legal issues on
But
it.
any concerns though, because I mean, I cannot understand the issues. What the concern that they have that you don't understand the dimensions? I mean, you're a qualified printer for years. I mean, what they want you to do? To write them a letter to ask permission to print?
Yeah, but you see, but you see what happened there. So in that case, I mean, I told her to tell Mr. Romney put his signature on a paper, put her signature on a paper and send it to me, and then we walk from there. And then we walk from there. Let's walk from that point.
We last time I checked, we had a free market situation, and you have to make your money, and he have to make whoever make their money as well.
Listen,
and that's how it works.
I am rooting for everybody to get their salary raises, everything.
Yeah,
you
man.
working for government,
Yeah.
you get your money from what you're doing. I work for myself. I make my money from what I'm doing. And everybody, just you getting your salary. I get my pay from people who feel to patronize me. It ain't everybody gonna like me, and everybody don't have to like me. But if I'm doing a service, I'm going to try to make sure that the service that I'm doing is a service that if you take the quality anywhere in the world, I'm up there at that standard.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're up there.
I am up there that standard with everything that I'm doing.
Yeah. But Angola is a very strange country for some reason, and
We are beating down each other for no reason.
Yeah. And what is said is that you'll find that the Asian will come into Angola, and he or she will come here with, and we'll embrace them. We'll facilitate them too. We'll help them to get through.
Yes.
But the locals will be hammered to the ground all the way, from planning right down to
Everywhere.
Everywhere. I don't know. So I don't know. I want to believe. I want to believe they understand what they're doing. When you wear me down, wear down person, those guys all rather down. You're weakening the Angolan man.
But they don't understand it.
Too.
They don't understand
You're
it.
making yourself weaker as well.
They don't understand
You're
it.
doing
That's what the problem is. And this been going on. It ain't no. It's going on. Let me tell you something.
Long time, man.
The reason why last week we had to have police officers up by NCBA trying to recruit Anguillians, people born here, to join the police force is because we've been hammered with that police force over the last 20, 30 years.
Yeah, man, that was
How
bad.
much Anguillians have not tried to be a police officer
Before price
and
down.
was denied?
Yeah, turned down.
Okay?
Turned down big time.
We have a police force that 95% of it.
Yeah.
15 accidents apply 1 year,
Okay.
and not one.
Okay. We've been hammered down for too long.
Yeah, you're getting pumped down.
And so that is a result of being hammered down. Now you're looking out for Angolan. I would hope that we show some interest in wanting to be police officers, because we know the lay of the land. We know the people. We know the culture. We are better to serve our own people. Hopefully, that drive did reap some type of harvest.
It's on still. That day was a big day for the launch of it, but we're on now till the 31st of August.
Hopefully, is able to turn around.
Your deadline date.
You see, hopefully it's able to turn around because we've been hammered too much.
Yeah.
It's like after a while.
Can I say this to you?
Yes, you can.
Just
Come, please.
just a couple of weeks ago, a young school leaver, he wants to be a firefighter. He applied for the job as a firefighter. He has all what they need, English, the maths, and everything. And he was turned down and asked to apply again. So what you're saying is true, and they're not going to stop doing that because they can get somebody from overseas to come in and fill what they want, so they can do what they want for them.
But and that has been beneficial to the people at the top, because when the people at the top do anything, they're not questioned the way a local person would question it, or be able to amplify it to the point where it gets in other people's ears. So we go on and we could look at all the professions that we have. I mean, we have a civil service, yes, but how much of them are really Anguillian? Nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, immigration officers. How much of them are really Anguillian?
It's changing. The whole thing is
You see
changing.
what I'm saying? We have changed Angola over the years. It didn't happen last year. It happened over 20 years because it was always easier for the people at the top to be able to control the junior staff. Those junior staff have become now senior staff. And then they start looking out more for their own people rather than for the Anguillan.
But
so
they
it's a
too also,
systematic thing that went on in Anguilla.
But they too also endured some oppression as well, and so they understand it, because they were oppressed as well.
But
so
you
they
know
will continue
what?
the oppression. You see.
But you know what? You know
Yeah.
when they start getting oppressed, when they're ready to retire, and they reach at the top of the scale, then is when people start looking at them and start calling them the problem. Okay? But they were the ones that helped to recruit the people. So the recruiters became the problem, be the sufferers
Yeah.
later on in life.
Yeah.
Because it's a system. So as you get this continue, now you're going back now to Anguillan who you've injured so bad.
Big time.
How much Anguillians really interested in going to join the police force at this point?
No.
What kind of respect that will an Anguillan have at the bottom of their level?
Not now. It's difficult.
You-
But
you-
but
you see what I'm saying?
but
It is a
what they are
systematic thing
doing,
that we need to fix.
what they're doing though, they are making the salaries attractive now. I mean, you're starting at 84,000 a year. I mean, back in those days, I mean, that was a lot of money for entry point. 84,000
It's a lot of
a
money.
year.
A lot of
Yeah.
listen, people in other islands retire as senior
and
officers.
not making that money.
And I had never made that kind of money.
No, not that money.
You know,
they don't have that money.
But we
That-
need better quality people coming to Angola too.
Yeah, but like,
In the case of some of our officers, they're here with arrogance rather than ability. Because I've been in contact with a couple of them just recently in some dealings that I'm dealing with, and they're very arrogant.
yeah,
Very, very arrogant.
full of arrogance.
And
yeah. I know the arrogant word.
they're arrogant and they lack some learning. They lack some discipline.
You see,
I'm serious.
despite the
I
fact they're
don't
here for
know-
jobs.
I don't know whether or not they're qualified to be officers. They have a rough edge around them. A lot of them have a very, very rough edge. And they don't know how to deal with people, how to talk to people, how to de-escalate situations. Rather, they have to bring the fire one time. I mean, we saw it in the video that guy was on the boat with. We bring the fire one time rather than, listen here, you're talking to a human being. Let us start here. Let us start at a level where we understanding what we're trying to achieve. Don't come in here so try to rough me up as if I am a nobody.
That's the culture you have now, though. In
But
some
that's what I'm
countries,
saying,
yeah,
and we
yeah.
don't need to have that because we are bringing a level of tension in every situation.
It happened to St. Kitts too when they
you
brought
don't-
when
they're
they brought in, for example, not for any issue here, but they brought in Jamaicans to St. Kitts, and the people they complained because they were being roughed up by Jamaican culture, Jamaican
But
police
that's what I'm
officers.
saying. So
So
you
yeah,
got to understand
yeah,
the culture.
yeah,
So if you get
yeah.
local officers or people who grew up in the system here and understand who we are as a people, yeah, we have some crime. We have some serious crime at times. You understand? We have a lot of gunplay at times. But when you meet the average Anguilla, the average person out there so hanging out, they're peaceful. They're law abiding. But if you come with a rough edge, what do you expect?
But sometimes the edge is not a fault of their own. It's as a result of the culture, the background that they're
But
coming
that's
from.
what I'm
you see.
saying. That's what I'm saying. The culture
yeah.
that they came from. So they bring that once they get in that legal way, they're ready to hit.
Yeah, because in Jamaica you can be soft. You must be hardcore.
But that's what I'm saying.
And,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah.
So with our local people getting recruited and people who grew up in the system here, it's a better fit for us.
Yeah, let's hope that locals, youngsters, come
hope
on
so.
board and
I
make
hope
a
so.
career
I hope
out of
so.
policing.
I hope so.
That's my hope, because right now we need a lot more in our society. A lot
But
more.
as we're talking about the salaries that are lower end,
yes.
something need to be done.
Yeah,
about
I think so, bro. Trust me.
The
Yeah.
lower end need to be looked at.
Yeah.
It
And as a
it's-
matter of
it's
urgency,
disappointing.
it has
It's
been
very
too long, has been
It's
going on too
disappointing.
long, and it
It's
needs to be fixed.
disappointing. However, it needs to be fixed, and it ain't as if we don't have a little bit of extra monies around. Let us take care of our own. If we can't take care of our own, then who do we take care of?
Yep. And it's a long running issue.
So when you take care of those younger ones, what end up happening is that when you don't have to grow up in a struggle at home, your boy children remain more respectable to the parents because the parents now can afford a little bit more. So you don't have to leave home and go and do a side hustle. A side hustle, an illegal side hustle. Then you get caught up in the system and then you're part of a problem.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Keep poverty out of homes and you'll be surprised to know that you have a better nation.
All right, I get. Okay, and before we move forward with the portion, I want to acknowledge Monica as well, and quickly here, I see we have C. Marshall. So I talked to her before I came on here with the program today, and it's a nice package. C. Moss in the package, Angolan C. Moss, well packaged, and also instructions on how to make it, because over the years, person have difficulty with how to make it, but we have instructions in the back how to make the gel now, and the gel is good for your body. And personally, I believe that you know the benefits of C. Moss, and a bit about this project that she's working on, the latest project, and well wrapped and nicely packaged. A bit
The
more
best
about
person you
this.
talk to is the doctor herself.
Yeah, okay.
Consider that, because
Okay,
she do a lot of study on these things that she's
Yeah,
doing.
okay.
And how I listen to Max, and I must bring it tight into this. Look at that package.
Yeah, real nice.
Straight to
package.
the wall.
Yeah.
This is the kind of person that she is, right? And she too is beat down by the system.
Yeah, I know. System beat number.
How long we are trying to put a food van that I made in place to help people? How much some of the best burgers you ever taste in your life? That lady can do them. Her sea moss drinks, her lemonades, whatever she do, put her hand to. It's like it turns straw into gold. But the system is keeping her back from doing what she wants to do. Castor oil. People are calling for castor oil, Hammer, every minute of the
They
day.
call me every day.
She is no longer doing castor oil because of the system. Whatever she do is pushed down. No, to make castor oil, first you have to get the seeds. Second, and that's my job to get the seeds.
Yeah.
Second, I have to get them shelled, and that's my job to get them shelled. Third, we have to wash them,
And dry them.
dry them, and then parch them. After parching, then I have to do the grind about 2 mills
Yeah,
to
great.
grind it, but
Yeah,
the mills
yeah.
cannot work with the cast iron because it's so
Yeah.
clammy
Yeah.
that it sees up the thing, right? So I have the old time mill, I have to grind out with my hands.
Hand mill. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
After grinding the castor seeds, you have to boil it. If we start 7 in the morning, you can believe 8 o'clock, and we are still there boiling and dipping off oil. Yeah. From 7 in the morning till 8 o'clock, dipping off oil.
Slow fire. Okay. Okay.
When you dip off the oil, then you got the next couple hours frying that oil to take out all the water out of it.
Oh yeah. The impurities. Yeah.
I ain't done yet, you know. After that, I have to put it to strain that no fragments get in it.
Yeah.
After strain it, then she has to sit down with a kind of syringe and fill in the bottles by hand for $30 US.
After all the 8 hours of boiling.
The population angle is so small that when you get 35 bottles, it's gone in a wink, right? But the time that she has to put in it to do it, you cannot.
And
pay.
you can't find
You cannot
seeds.
pay.
The seeds too. You have to find the seeds.
Yeah.
A difficult one.
No. And the bond of it, I got all the work because they know she's doing sea mass. I have to go in the sea,
And get moss.
plant this mass on the roofs, which somebody make a reap of some of it already. But that's part of life. I have to plant this rope.
Yeah.
And on this rope, I have to plant the sea moss. And I have to go in the sea so often to clean the rope.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You get lost. There's a guy who does sea moss, you get a lot of losses because all the dung lacrum, you can find his moss on there, wash ashore and dry in fragments. He has a lot of it. It's a lot of work. When you get breakage from the sea, it disappears.
Okay.
Right? Now, this moss was grown at Island Harbor.
Okay.
Island Harbor right above the wall.
All right. Okay. Grown there. Okay.
Now you have to pick that.
Wow.
Then you got to dry it.
Yeah.
You wash it, and you have to dry it. And now you have to get it packaged. You see the kind of package that she
Yeah,
has?
expensive package. Nice looking, good man. A real good package.
Why isn't there something in place that when people like these who want to do something, even to send out, we cannot export nothing out of Angola. All we are is instead of importers and none to export because there's no law that give you the permission to export. If we had a law that could export, People in England want the castor oil.
Everywhere.
People want the vapor rub that should make it stronger than Vicks. We got people from England calling and said, look, this is better than any Vicks they ever use. People in America, all parts of the world is asking for this stuff.
What you think is the hold up why you can't get it from the health? Making sure that the quality control is at that level, that it once it's packaged like this.
Yes.
What would prevent something that is professional package like this from
Well,
going out?
they're looking, the outside is looking at all the health issues in it,
That's what I'm saying.
right?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure real hygiene,
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
but we don't have it in Angola. They have nobody in Angola to help us with nothing.
Quality control. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't have it in Angola. So we can't export nothing because you have to make sure that this is done in a way that when they go abroad, nobody don't get sick from it.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
I'm-
Yeah, but we don't have it in Angola, so we can't export nothing.
Yeah.
But nobody cares about that. Let me share this with the public. Monica wrote to the government, not this government, the past government, seeking permission, asking for help with duties and stuff. Cause when she started doing the castor oil, the bottles she has to bring them in. And the duties is high on the bottle, so we wouldn't be able to help the people of Angola. This castor oil have helped a lot of people. A permanent sec told her when she retires, she wants to do the same thing.
That's Angular for you.
I tell you.
You ever tried Monica soap?
Yeah.
You ever tried it?
Sharon,
You ever tried it, Mama?
Yeah. I have some too.
I have
Bring
the.
any soap from anywhere and your bed
They
just
can't
feel
ladder.
it.
Can't like that. So
Not gonna ladder.
Ladder
You
nice.
feel your
Feel
body
clean.
different when you get one Monica
you feel
soap.
clean, very clean, very clean. I have some
And I
here.
have a natural
Yeah,
soap.
I know natural.
No additives in these things, Mama.
I have some
And
here.
she's pushed down the ladder because Angola's not ready for her.
No, but you see, okay. I'm more than sure Singits does a lot of exporting. There must be some type of papers that requirements, right?
Export
That you can-
policy
export policy
is
out
one.
of
Should be
Singits
in
that
there.
you can bring to Angola and have them modified in order to be able
But-
to
but Max,
see where we go from there.
When the government wanted the pension plan, they went to Singits and they used the pension plan from Singits to master their pension plan in Angola.
But that's my point.
But
That's
it's
my
hard
point.
because
How this thing? Only when it's convenient
okay for them.
for them. It makes
it's
it.
okay.
But other than that, make sure that other people can. Angola need industries. If this can be an industry, why not help the process? Help the Let me tell you something. Because I remember
Light manufacturing.
when we used to when we had just started with RNL water. Okay, when we would bring in plastic into Angola, we had to pay 15% just like somebody bringing in plastic to do something else. Boxes coming in flat. We got to fit them together. You're paying 20% because it is the paper. That is the specifications, the clarification on the customs papers. But they're coming as a raw material to turn into a product. And for years, nobody out there saw in that government system. We clarify all of them. We have meetings with all of them. And none of them could understand what you're trying. Is it because you want to make sure that you crush the Angolan business so that somebody else now can come and compete? And then you're ready to deal with them. We need to start looking for our own. We just can't be importers only.
Look what has happened to us, right? You're pushing Angolan down, and you go and look at some of these same civil servants in the Chinese offices helping the Chinese up, but they refuse to help Angolans up. They keep Angolans down at the lowest hammer, and if they could walk them foot on your head, on your neck, they would do it.
Yes.
But when a foreigner comes in and they want to get up, they're going to help you. You know why? Angolans might be able to give you a $10 in your hand every month. But a foreigner is paying them. Just to show you. I was at Crocus Bay and a white man told me, he said he had a friend came here to do business. And I spoke with this on one of the programs before. And he told a friend that Angola is closed for business and you don't think you're going to get through. He said 2 weeks later, he met a man. The man showed him papers.
He got you right.
He got through. It was closed for business at the time.
He knew people
But
and knew people and know people
He
and know
said,
people.
he said the man told him, no, money tax.
Yeah, always.
So who is it that is in there is receiving money from people
Can never tell.
to do favors for them?
Can never tell. It could be anybody.
It's
We-
disappointing though.
It is.
It's disappointing, but it's a trend though.
The one of the attorney generals that was here wrote me a letter to discontinue on my second floor. It looks like a third floor because of the elevation of the land. And downstairs my father had on the plan basement for garage system, utility rooms underneath. When I look at it, I said, I get 9 feet under here. So I cut out the garage. Car could sit out in the sun. I cut out the utility rooms and I turned it into a house.
Make money from it.
Somebody in Angola went and reported the attorney general not knowing. I know how to know my plan. But I was asked by the then attorney general to discontinue from going on a third floor and with a charge per day. I took it to my lawyer. 7 years passed, nobody came back because I told the guy, tell the attorney general to come bring it. Let me deal with he, not you. You understand? But you can walk around Angola today and see buildings going up hammer the size of the land. No planning.
Next to you got one there, Josh. It's Little Harbor.
There's one in Harvard.
Little Harbor next to you, Little Harbor.
There was no planning permission for what they're doing, but they're closing down in a week time, 2 days time, they was working again. But here's Monica now.
Yeah.
How will Monica apply for a little piece of land that belongs to government? The first time he applied,
That's too good for her, man. They can give it a.
they turned it down, planning turned it down. She went to Victor Banks, then government, and he went to Exco and passed it. We couldn't use it because if 10 drops of rainfall, 20 was on the land. No, 10 drop, 10 fall, but the land had 20 drops on it. Couldn't go to the business. We went, we called, we talked, nobody come to assist us. Thank God that a young man from up there, Island Harbor, what's his name again? No, up. Why,
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
the drugstore guy, what's his name?
Tian.
Tian.
Yeah, Tian.
Thanks to him,
Yeah.
he brought a truckload of rocks. He brought a truckload of sand.
Yeah.
He dumped it, they were level out there, but he brought a truckload of rocks on his own.
And show there too. Tian.
Gravels from a quarry. He paid for that.
Yeah, Tian. Yeah.
Just to help Monaco to get up. And he dumped it there and we leveled it. And it was of no use.
Today, body too, yeah? Big
Yeah, happy birthday, brother. You know that. I come up
Yeah,
for upset cake
body.
later.
Yeah.
Tian did that in trying to help. Nobody in government had ever came to see the situation to help it, but they wanted to pay this money yearly. We gave up the spot because of you couldn't get the help. We are now asking them to assist us in having a spot and have it done that we can use it. How long? From in February, somewhere around in May.
Why you trying for a long time now?
And every week that you call them, we have to meet the board. The board have to meet. If the board meet, it didn't reach to the board. It didn't reach to the meeting.
They meet last night at show, every Wednesday, every other Wednesday.
You understand? When you call the phone, just ring them and them do answer. They got some necessary to tell you why.
No, we don't. We like to hurt each other, man.
Yeah,
We love to hurt each
We enjoy
other.
hurting each other.
Anguillians have the ability to hurt each other
Yeah,
straight.
we love to do it.
And we glad to happening.
Every single time.
We're
Every
glad.
single-
It's the when you look at listen, you see that container across by Practice there, so
Yeah, I want to look at that.
Yeah,
Chinese.
Chinese man
Listen,
again.
when
Chinese
you,
man again, yeah. He got him.
and
he got
below
locked in
and
the
below
floor.
and below the house there,
Right.
so and below the house is another
Chinese again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's squeezed between two Chinese.
So
Not she, the
not
business man.
Proctors
and stuff,
is like they look just looking at Proctors until
Yeah,
you're starved to death,
yeah,
and then when you're
yeah.
starved to death, then they come and take you
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Your brother said this many years ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that was,
And-
yeah.
He said Angola, Angolas will soon live in a valley bottom. Right? And that is true because you can look at it, our local businesses, they are going down. Because we have to pay 10, 12, 9% to our bank. The Chinese pay 1%.
Maybe less.
So they have
access
the access to money to do whatever they want.
They got
But the
cheap
question I want to ask the government of Angola, why are we allowing them to buy, not because they have Angola papers now, why are we allowing them to have to buy this amount of land in Angola.
can't.
You remember
Anguillians.
when Hubert Hughes was going to give Risotto to Risotto in Amos, Little Harbour, what the governor said to Hubert? You can't have two projects.
But you have local guys in Angola right now
Right.
who are also selling land across it. Yeah, and you know what I told them too. They're selling land all the time. Even to this morning, one of our friends, some land right there in the Frampton quarter area there. He was scoping out this morning next to the Chinese on the road there in the quarter. Okay? There's a piece of land right in the area there. He
Come on.
called the owner of the land. She's in America, you know.
Me and Coyle had
He
a
wants to buy
discussion.
that land for somebody else.
Me and your son had a discussion a couple days ago. And I sent him a WhatsApp, and I was explaining him what's happening in Angola. Not because I have apartments, I don't want Max to have apartments, but something should be resolved for Anguillians. We are allowing the Chinese to get gas stations. We are soon allowing to have mechanic shops. We are allowing them to get apartments.
They're getting the real estate big time. They're going
They-
hard in real estate now. They're
What
buying
is
land.
left for the Anguillian?
And they're
he
fulfilling the
asked
blocks,
me,
eh? Yeah.
he said to me, some of these Chinese have Angola passport.
Yeah, passport,
Some
yeah.
was born here.
Yeah.
But he said, then we have to look at the indigenous Anguillan.
Yeah, they can't.
You understand?
Yeah.
There must be something in place to protect the indigenous Anguillans, because
No, the
if
law
we
says-
if we allow the Chinese and everybody to come in here, live for over years, they get getting papers, then they start business where they can walk over us. It won't be long before they have ferry boats, you know.
The court
It
will
won't
have
be long
determined
before they
that-
have cargo
The
boats.
question
you know.
of who's an Anguillan, the court have to determine that in the end, because right now a person who's of a long of Angola have those papers are Angolans based on our laws. So the court
So-
have to
so-
determine
so-
who's
so
an Anguillan.
next-
Yeah,
4 years.
yeah.
How many more years ago? I'm got 2 more years? 3 more years? 3 more years? The next 3 years, Chinese begin to run.
They can run too.
And then they 4 or 5 of them run, right? And they won the seats. Because Angolans will vote for,
Amen. You have to
you
write
know?
down.
Yeah. They won them seats.
Yeah.
And start imposing Chinese laws on Angola.
Yeah.
We have to be very careful what we are doing, Hamon.
I know.
And the Bahamas, the thing it is, you live there, them send you out.
Oh my God.
They send you out when the time for you to get your papers. You have to apply to go back. And you start from scratch again.
I spoke to a guy,
Yeah, yeah.
Tatola,
Yeah,
who's
okay.
married to a Tatola lady. He's from Barbados. 20 years, and he has to carry his passport and to get a stamp every year.
Every year.
And he's married to a lady from Tatola. Because they don't give away citizenship like that in Tatola. The only place that did that is Angola, and Angola did it because we were looking to get votes from people coming in from overseas. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And we didn't understand what we were doing to
Yeah,
ourselves.
no, but I think that the older guys who were tasked with setting up the new Angola, though, they should have known these things. The guys who went out to school in the 70s and came back to Angola, Max and Percy, those guys had to know these things.
Listen here.
Yeah.
You know who knew these things? Britain. Britain knew exactly what she was doing to Angola back then. Now she want to try to throttle it back by taking the Angola passports away from here so she can do them somewhere else and control them more.
But the
Because a
persons
lot of
who-
people,
yeah.
who got naturalized. Remember they had a story just recently
yeah.
about people being naturalized and they didn't go through the system. So
Yeah,
the governor's office was trying to throttle it back
Yeah.
because now they realize that the people who are getting naturalized, they're staying in Angola. Where they going? Straight England. So they become a problem to England now. So now we can try to throttle it back. But when the first Chinese came in, Britain was aware of what was going on.
Yeah, but
And they could have,
yeah.
you know, how much times they have not advised us, have and stand up in ways and block us from doing things.
Not
Britain.
even- they could have done that too, but they did not.
Britain
in
was
this case.
supposed to listen. You all are young people, and you all don't a young nation, and you all don't understand as a young nation the implications of this going all the way forward. The more you give your rights away, how come they ain't do it in Tatola? Because they were over Tatola too.
Not
how
Cayman.
Come, how
Not-
come they made?
not-
Okay,
not
how come they
Cayman.
didn't Cayman? How come they
Nah,
didn't Billy in
nah, talk to
Bermuda?
Cayman, yeah.
How come they did not, them did it to Angola?
Bermuda, you can't go there and stay too long, you know.
Okay.
In Bermuda, you have to
So
leave.
who helped guide those laws?
Britain.
Okay.
You're right here.
You know what it is?
Britain did.
We embarrass them.
So they had out for us. So they're out for us. out to them.
and who it is that owned the land back in the 70s?
Yeah.
Angolans.
But Max, that's our fault.
But it's our fault.
You know it's our fault?
Yeah. Listen,
We don't stand up for nothing for ourselves. When I was out there, put myself in trouble for this little rap.
Was a systematic thing to destroy us.
Yeah.
Why make it seem as if we're fighting our others? We're fighting against ourselves.
That was
And
bad.
I have to do that. So 30 years, 40 years down the road now, we can look back and see the mistakes. But when we were going through it, we couldn't see it.
Who's
And
seeing
now-
mistakes, man? Me and you.
Well, we're feeling it.
We are seeing it, we are feeling it.
Our children.
But the governments of the time and the government of the past and the government that is in here now, they don't give two kicks about the people of Anguilla.
I agree.
You understand? They care about doing things on the outside. Hammond, I know you fully agree with this house in London. I know you fully into it. But what I'm saying, let's deal with whom? No, down your hand again. Why can't they take some of that money to go and buy a house in England and help the young lady get herself up where she want to go? You know why? If she gets up on top, then she's a threat to them.
But what's on top? I mean, at the end of the day, a little person doing a little business. What is on top of a little business? I mean, you have people out there who get themselves in business and make millions and millions of dollars. You still a little entity out there, so although you have millions of dollars.
Still
So
small,
you're still a small person
small
because
business.
you have people out here so really making money. So what is bad about Monica being able to live a comfortable life as a result of her investment? There's nothing wrong with that. It is when we are so small-minded, when we just concentrating on the salary that I'm bringing in, and you decide to be a career civil servant. I didn't put you there.
No.
So now when I make money out here so in the private sector, don't look at me. If you wanted to be out here, so
Take the risk.
use your
Come
education and
take the
come
risk.
again, take the risk, just like I'm taking a risk.
We have the risk here. Take
Don't
the
try
risk.
to get in my way to block me.
Take the risk.
Because you cannot block the others who are
No.
millionaires as a result of taking the risk.
Not do it.
The
Yes.
same government that would turn you down from doing that that little thing there. Will support a foreigner come in the next day,
They will have
and
to-
you will see this up and running going.
That's what I'm saying.
You remember when Hughes had stopped the guy from the Indian guy from coming here selling radios and different things? Couple years after, what the other government did, give him a license. Now Hubert might have had some little things about him, but when it come to Angola, he was the only understand that there's something should be reserved for Angolians. There's Angolians that need
Positive
help.
discrimination. He called it back in those days.
We
That's
are going to a phase, Hammer, that no Angolan. Max, I sorry for you. Remy said, when a man don't keep him down, right? In a while from now, your business and our business are going to be crushed. Because the same Chinese that we're talking about, the same whoever coming in Angola, living, getting them papers, they can do what they want. I'm a contractor. I don't do work no more like I used to before. But there are foreign fellas that come in here. They are building hammer, and they're not building to the right standards. They're mocking at people work. But they got a license to operate.
And they're Anguillans.
They're not Angolans. They're living here. Some come join the police force, some come join the church, and then they branch off into construction.
They're builders.
Some, you know,
They become builders.
why so easy? When we go abroad, I live in St. Martin for a couple of years. My first job in St. Martin, I stood in a line, Brother Max. And you see no talking nonsense, just saying things. I stood in a line, an employment line where they was employing people. Behind me was some Antillians. My turn to go in. The guy asked, who's doing interviews? Is there any more Antillians?
Yeah, they're
And
forced.
there's a
Yeah.
couple behind me. I had to go to the
Yeah,
back
yeah,
of them.
yeah, man, yeah. Uh-huh.
They came first, and if anything left, I would have get it. After dealing with them, I got employed. I worked there for several years with them. But Antillians
Of course, yeah.
were forced. In Angola, we don't give two kicks about Anguillians. We just do any old thing. And the next thing that bothers me is that when you hear politicians asking for qualifications for Max, for his job that Max wants, which one of the politicians got the qualifications? Which one? I drove a young lady Hammer a couple of years ago to every establishment in Angola looking for a job. She went abroad and she equipped herself with health. And when she came back, Neil should remember this too, because I took her to him. And Neil told her she was overqualified. Overqualified. That was the last place I took that young lady. That was the last time I saw that young lady. She said, Percy, I'm gone. I'll never come back. And Gwilyn, you know. And she had never put foot back in this country.
We have the ability to keep our own.
What is overqualified? We have underqualified politicians. But they're collecting $40,000 a month. $30,000 a month. When I hear you guys talking about soy things and this, it is disgusting. But my thing is this morning is, not because it's Monica, help Anguillans to get up the ladder, please.
I agree.
Help Anguillans to get up.
And make sure that
Yeah.
it is
A balance.
it's not a balance. Make sure that it meets the health standard.
Yeah.
Make sure that the quality control is there.
Yeah.
And government is the one who need to put somebody in place to go, you're making a batch of this now, let me come up and make sure what the quality is before you put it in the
Yeah.
bag. You see what I'm saying? Make sure everything, so that when it goes
You
out,
cover me and cover you all the time.
it does
Yeah.
not send a bad name back to Anguilla.
Yeah. and
That's all. It wasn't doing that.
in the process, you're covered too as a
Well, that's
company.
what I'm saying.
You're good too.
You're covered.
You're covered one time.
When we
Yeah.
started CMAS in Angola, right? CMAS growth, we involved the fisheries. Because we started in Windward Point.
The marine.
And the Mars was growing real nice up there. Real good. Big hunks of it. Then came the sargassum weed.
You stroke it off.
Choke it
Yeah.
and break it off.
Yeah.
So we had to move to Island Harbor. We have some ropes still clean, like somebody just sweep it off with. And I hope the guy that realized maybe fish eat it, not nobody take it out because it don't make sense. When we moved to Island Harbor, we told them. And every step that Larry moved with her stuff, she called the fisheries. You understand? And to know that now she went and she did this on her own. She know her designs to get her packaging.
You look professional.
And now,
Three dolphins. How much dolphins?
this can only sell in Angola right now.
Yeah.
No, that's all it is, you know, quality control, and I think if the health really were interested in making sure, if government interested in making sure, and want to turn this into a product of Angola, you can
Easy to
assist.
do. All government has to
Get
do.
it up to the standard.
Get it up to the standards, and they can buy the CMAS from us if you think that we can't do it. Then they take in they package it and send it off. It's simple.
And that's it.
It's simple as everything. But here's Hammer going to buy a house in England, in London, a house that I don't believe would ever serve an Anguillan. But
Wait, William. I am not against the house either. No, I'm not against the house because I can tell you something. One time, I'll get this story. You flash in my head. One time we were in St. Lucia. The football team was in St. Lucia. Vernon Hodge was with us on that team, right? Nunca
Yeah.
was on that team. I didn't go down to town. I stayed home. I said, Nunca, when you go downtown, buy me a 20-piece bucket of chicken. Everybody laughed. Why you want that chicken? I said, buy me a 20-piece bucket of chicken. Everybody buys them, gone downtown. Then buy them chicken, and belly full, them come home.
Yeah.
The morning now,
Yeah.
you're hungry. I sell my chicken to every one of them. I sold my chicken to everybody. Okay? I sold my chicken to everybody, and then I turned around and buy them drinks. I say, now you see forward thinking? That is what I'm trying to show you.
You know I'm hungry.
So let me go back to the house now. The house is something you buy for $6 million, $10 million, whatever the amount.
In London.
It's a business. If you decide to sell it tomorrow, it don't depreciate. It appreciate.
if you get it, sir.
No. You're able to purchase it.
Yeah.
You purchase it because now you have it working as something up there, so making money already. You buying an existing building that has tenants already, so it's not like you buying something to fix up. You're buying something that is generating income already. You're gonna use a space in the building.
For whom?
For when you gotta go up there, so whatever you got going up there, so you can still take and rent that out.
What is the purpose of the rep in England?
Eh? Eh?
What is the
But
purpose of the rep?
the rep now would be able to help you to maneuver. You remember I tell you, Nunca brought the chicken for me at home? I was home. So I'm the rep. Okay? So I am the rep here, so and I'm representing what's going on with the chicken now when it's a short space. I now can sell my chicken to people who are hungry. The rep now will be the person up there, so would rent it out for that event, and when Angoleans are coming up now to do their thing, okay, we have a room here, so we meet in this room here, so and we conduct our business.
Yes.
When you're not
Central
having a meeting between us here, is rented out to other people because I'm also making money from the other 4 floors or whatever the case is. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I talk about the chicken.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to show you that I buy it. I'm not buying it as a loss. It's an investment.
You hope not.
No,
It
no,
can't
no,
go
no,
down.
no, how-
But
listen,
you know,
listen.
I'm not against. Wait. Hold there. I am not against, and I hammer notice over the house in London, you know. But charity begins where?
Listen.
No, hold on. You hold on. I listen to you. Hold on. No, charity begins at home. We have more serious problems in Angola that need to be addressed than the house in London.
So let me ask you a question.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. I allow you to speak just now, and I interrupt you.
I just insert one little thing, then I let you go. The money that we are spending in England is not the only money that we have on our account. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because every month
You-
we get money from AI.
That money can dry up. That can dry up at any time. But the thing is, we don't know. We don't know. My thing is, let us deal with the social issues in Angola. We have a lot of gunfights in Angola. We have a lot of crime that is unsolved. We have a hospital there that is not fit for purpose at this moment. So let's look at Angola. Let's look at home. Let's start getting things in place. Can we start making money? We're going to get carried away anyhow. We're going to spend that money there. We're going to give ourselves increases. We're going to do all kind of junk with the money. Let's get our hospital up to par. Get proper doctors in there and nurses in there. Get our police force up to par. Get the social.
84,000 up.
Okay,
like,
so
per
you
person.
just
Yeah.
understand. So you see, mark that one after this.
Yeah.
The police, we taking care of the police good.
I talk about money. I'm not speaking about money.
But no, but we have the money
Because-
as an attractive package so that we can get the right people in place.
We can't, because we are spending money, the money in the wrong things, Hammer.
Yeah, but
The house in London can come at any time
But it's not fair.
after we have Angola up and running properly.
But when would that be though?
Here we going. Here. Hold on. You wait.
Yeah.
Here are we going to build an airport. Here we're going to put a longer runway. And we don't have the plane to land on it.
We don't have the plane plan.
They're waiting to come.
No?
They want to come.
No?
They
But
wanna
here,
come. Yeah.
we got the airport built.
They want to come.
We got a runway running,
Yeah.
we're up and running, and we have passengers coming to Angola, plane loads of people. God forbid, the worst scenario.
Not at all.
There's an accident at the foot of the airport with 80 people injured, a couple of them dead. Where is the space in the hospital at this moment? After we develop Angola the way we want to develop, and we don't have a proper hospital, what are we going to do with those injured people? Run up down the car at St. Martin, beg Philbos, run St. Martin, die on the way going to St. Martin? So before you purchase a house in London, get Angola where you want it and then start making outside money.
I hear your point, Pastor, but I still.
You may get a better house later on.
No, in London, the London prospect of having a property in London. For some reason, I love the idea of having that done in London.
How many you love the idea?
Yeah,
Max
I
love the
love-
idea.
I love-
I love the idea.
London-
But I'm saying let's bake the cake
I love the
home
idea.
first.
Well, it's not true. Well, it's
We can do all those things one time now.
but
Yes, man.
no, listen. 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 Money that disappear quick. But as a business person, right?
It's a this thing.
For 40-something years,
You know better worse off.
you have to also be making investments in other things
To make more money.
in order to make more money.
That
If you're
is
not doing
simple.
that, and the only thing you're doing is making sure you put money
On the bank.
in this,
Yeah,
in that,
in
and
the
then
bank,
you
in
leave
the-
it.
in the bank,
That
no.
money while in the bank, you can make sure take care of your people during that period, so that your people willing to put in the extra energy and extra effort. But you have to have an avenue to also make money. Look.
Let's get our health system up.
Yes,
running.
yes, per se.
Let's get
Yes,
our-
per se.
So we can have all the money, we can invest We can invest millions of dollars as a businessman outside
Yes.
to make money, but we can't live it because we got guns on the street.
But yes.
We have people killing people in Angola.
Yes.
We got people going to the
But
hotels.
that
Yes.
aspect will still be appreciated.
Yes.
You'll have shooting going on in
No, we
Angola.
got to establish first.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
some guys in the by Ken Barbecue Grill, right? Some investors. I didn't know who they were. We was there eating. I used to help out Ken there a lot. And we was there eating a chicken. And me and the next guy had a conversation. And I said, look, the investors coming to Angola, they're paying the workers slave money.
Yeah, a little minimum wage.
So I can't get up the ladder because you're paying me nothing to get up there with you. And I said, but they don't realize that when tough time come, the first person they're gonna hold on to rob with guns or whatever is the investor and his business. The man looked around, he watched me. He said, you have a point. He was in the conversation, you know. He said, you have a point. He said, I am the advisor for the Sea Blue project overlooking Crocus Bay. He said, you are right. Who is looking at these things, Max? No government is looking at these things. We have a problem in Angola where we intend to do what somebody else tell us to do and not thinking. Because this house in London was not campaigning about in the campaign. This house in London, we campaign about fixing the hospital. We talk about Neil walking around with a state-of-the-art hospital in his pocket for how many years? Right? A lot of years walk with it. And we talk about groundbreaking ceremony for a hospital. We talk about airport. We talk about seaport. But yet we come now, all of a sudden, the hot issue is the house in London. Where is the...
But Posse, hold on, Max. Posse, house in London in itself, right? Again, you said about Max, it's an investment.
It's an investment.
It cannot make you any worse off as a government or as a people.
I don't know.
It cannot.
It can.
Where it is in London is an asset. That is appreciating.
With
No.
social security money.
This is real
Okay.
estate.
But see that different.
Where's that
But
money?
see
If
that.
you invest in England, then something
It's
goes wrong with
real
that.
No.
estate.
With what?
Posse.
With London bundle.
This is real estate.
With London, but they got insurance.
This
Don't tell us
No,
we don't know.
no, but listen, pause it.
this building can make you any worse off.
It can't make you no worse
No
off.
worse off.
Come on.
Listen.
Deal with home first. Look at you and
Listen.
Max said this morning.
But
Deal with
dealing,
home.
listen.
Set me up, Max.
Yeah, what's up?
Set me up a decent hospital.
But that will
where
come-
our
How
people-
long?
How long we are sending people to Colombia?
But Posse, that may help you get.
How long are we sending people?
If you have a business that are running up there in London, you're building, okay. At some point, she's just going to generate money for you too. You know,
No, let me ask
you.
We have the building.
Let me-
You
you
have the building.
for government, you know,
We have the building, Max.
it's a
Okay?
business, it's a business
We
space.
have the building. The building is making money.
Yeah.
Right? But Max Child still got to go Colombia for a fingernail get broke.
But you got
What
money.
difference does it make?
You
What
can invest-
difference-
you can
listen,
invest in Africa too.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask this question. If you my child got to go to get that finger break, okay, because that finger got broken,
Yes.
and I had buy an apartment building.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I had buy an apartment building, and I have to pay the bank back on a monthly basis for that. What difference does it make if that child got to go to Colombia with the finger broken, and I can afford to send the child? If I can't afford it, then that's a problem.
Yeah, big
But we
problem.
can't afford
If-
it, Angola.
We can't afford. We can't afford what? What we can't afford?
To send people to Colombia, we cannot afford it. The
Oh,
bills that government owe, we cannot afford it, Hammer. So take that money.
Let me, so, do we owe Trinidad for patients that we send on there? Let me ask
Yes.
you. Do we owe Trinidad?
them.
We owe
Yeah,
Colombia.
yeah.
We can't afford to pay.
We can't afford
The
it.
can't
development
afford
of the healthcare sector in Angola,
We can't afford to pay.
part of a long-term plan. The healthcare development of
We can't
Angola
afford
will
to
take
pay.
a long time to come. It will be incremental.
But that's what I'm
steps.
saying.
We
But
won't
that's what
have
I'm saying.
to-
So
yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say to him. It's a loan.
We condemn the government of the past, not the government, the government before. We condemn them because of Neil walking around with the state-of-the-art hospital.
Yes.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Right on this program, we beat Neil down. We beat the government down.
Yes.
How come today? Because I'm saying the same thing I said 10, 20 years ago.
Because
Health is wealth. Health
Health
needs
is
to
wealth.
be
Yes.
proper.
Yes,
taken
Posse.
care of.
But we are
Yes,
seeing it
Posse.
now.
Take that
Yes,
money,
Posse.
But we are
take
saying-
that money,
Yes,
let's
Posse.
work on health, and then
Are
we
you
can
saying?
build it by
Are you
ourselves.
saying?
Posse.
Listen, well, last Max, last your hospital, you saw the house up there. They bought some machines up there now, cost millions of dollars. New equipment's up there right now. they're gonna soon do hip replacement surgery with it too. They're upgrading all the time. Health cannot be done overnight. It must be incremental. Okay, they are putting the most money spent in health in the last couple of years has been done right now.
Right now.
Non-stop.
Because there's enough.
A lot of money is being spent in
cash.
health.
There's cash around today.
Yeah.
When we were knocking Neil,
Yeah.
all it wasn't Neil's fault.
man,
Because I tell you something, we
There
want
is
we
mold-
listen. We
there is
want.
mold at that hospital up there.
Yeah, but we have more
I
right
watch
now.
it. Big.
Yeah.
The room is not adequate for these times. So they can buy all the equipment they want and bring to Angola. And we don't have the proper people look at him. I took my brother into theater with a big old lead suit on. Right?
How long ago this was? How long ago this
Hold
was?
on.
No, how long ago this was? How long ago this was? That's right.
It's a while back now.
That's
a while back.
That's my point.
Let's go.
And the doctor at the time said that we are lucky.
exactly my point.
We are lucky that there's a small fracture on the bone that covers the bone over the brain.
Oh, the case and there's a case.
They're lucky that the other one inside didn't crack. Send him to Barbados after it get worse, and the bone that the doctor in Angola was saying wasn't cracked was cracked.
So let me ask you the question again. How long ago was this? Was this in this administration? Was it the administration prior to this one? Or further back?
Further back.
Okay. During further back, we had a lot of constraints with money around here, so that's the reason why our taxes went from one thing to another tax, just trying to raise funds to be able to not even balance the budget, to be able to survive.
But
'Cause we wasn't. We were living on
What happened to my brother then is happening still at this point in time when we have money still, brother Max.
What I'm trying to say, what did Hammer say just now? What did Hammer just say? I don't want to repeat what Hammer just said. What did we spend just recently?
Oh, hell, by millions of dollars. Lots of machines.
Did you hear?
Millions.
Did you hear that?
How much million
Millions.
spend on machines?
Millions.
Second-hand
No. 3 million one away.
Second-hand
No,
machines or
the brand new
up-to-date
machine,
machines?
laparoscopic machine. We have a mammogram machine too, and you want some of the machines are there right now. And also, there's a new theater being set up right now too at same hospital.
I'm going to buy 10 jets tomorrow, but
okay,
I'm not put
there.
it for.
No, but you have to have equipment too.
We got problems.
Yeah.
So which one you prefer? You prefer to bring the pilots in without the plane?
Yeah,
I gotta bring the planes
have
first and
equipment
then
in.
bring the pilots.
Yeah.
You got
Tell me which one is first. Tell me which one is first.
You got to, you cannot, you're a businessman.
The comment what you just make, right? I'm just trying to find out what it is. You could buy 10 planes and bring them in. And if you don't have the pilots, how you fly? So why you do that? Bring the pilots in first.
You gotta get the pilots.
No.
Wait, so bring the pilots first.
Bring
You gotta get the
no.
pilots.
No, bring the pilots first.
You gotta be
No. Let me find out.
Bring equipment.
How easy it is to find a pilot compared to
Bring the-
find a
bring
plane
equipment.
suit for purpose.
Buy the equipment.
You got to buy the plane suit for purpose before you bring a pilot. Okay? You want to bring pilot, but that don't make no sense, Pastor. I mean,
I buy 20 planes on the airport, right? And I can't find the pilots to fly them. I don't got the planes. So, yeah, it happens.
They have another.
It happens. It happens, yes. It happens. So, the scenario that I'm trying to make is that
pilots.
you got to count the cost. You got to count the cost before you build a house. Okay? You cannot build a house and then count the cost. You got to know, you got to have the land. Number one.
Right.
You got to have the warehouse, wherewith to build the house.
Yeah.
You got to have the plan. Then you have to have the contractor.
That's exactly my point. You see what I'm saying?
So you bring the pilots, which is the contractor, and then you start the house. How you start the house without the contractor?
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I go to the bank to hire a contractor before I pass my plan. That's what you're telling me? That's what you're telling me. So I get a contractor and don't have the plan, don't have the land, but I got a contractors.
No, that
makes sense?
It doesn't make
But
sense.
that's what you're saying. Who are the pilots? The pilots are the contractors. Let's understand what we're talking about. The pilots are the contractors. The plane is a house that we're going to go build. So we look for the planes first, getting the site plan together, getting the land and the site plan together. We buy the.
You understand what you just said?
But I tell you
That's
exactly.
what I'm saying.
You talking about the contractors
You have to
first.
look for the contractor before you build the house. You have to look for the pilot before you buy the plane.
No.
You don't know where you're from. You don't know what your plans are.
But
So
that don't make no sense. What you saying don't make no sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Posse,
Because I can end up with the Philippines and able to no pilots.
No, but Pastor, if I
And if
have
I have the pilots and I don't buy the planes, the pilots can go home.
if I want to do a hip surgery, once that happens soon, Angular hip surgery, a joint replacement. If I have the equipment here that will help the surgeon to carry out that operation,
Bring the doctor.
well then we're good to
Bring
go.
the doctor first. Bring the doctor
Then we're
first.
good to go.
Bring the doctor
If I
first.
don't have that machine,
Okay, bring the equipment, you don't have a doctor. Come on.
bring him
Bring
in.
the equipment and you don't have a doctor.
You have
You
a-
tell me if I talking nonsense
No,
or
you
sense.
haven't.
Bring in all the equipment. You say $1 million and just spend on equipment.
Millions of dollars.
And we don't have the proper people of the hospital to read,
You gotta
number
be-
one, the x-ray
You
machine.
gotta get ready.
So you gotta have them there, bro.
But they
Operate
been-
to them the same time.
No, they been
You
trained.
just cannot go and buy machines and put in a hospital and the x-ray machine will sit and walk themselves.
No,
You can't do it.
No,
I mix up. I mix
No,
up.
that what happened.
Right now, right, Posse, right
Ah,
now,
Jesus.
right now, by me, I set up a business. Right now, by me, I set up another business. If I take and I bring the customers in and I don't have the equipment in place,
You got a different about customers. We're talking about
But
bringing machines at a
but you bring a doc, but you talking about finding a doctor. You talking about finding a doctor.
But no, we have them possibly. We have specialists who come to Anguilla who can do these procedures.
Why?
Okay, huh?
They come to Angola.
They can come. This is what I heard in the view here the last day with MacD Rogers. Okay?
Let me ask you a question.
They have persons who they want to bring to Anguilla.
Let me ask you a question. When Dr. Lorenzo Webster was running for politics to be a minister, to get in government, he used to find a whole bunch of doctors and bring them down here so they have all kind of clinics. Did we have a hospital? Did we have a hospital to do most of the surgeries? No, this is what I'm saying though. He was able to find doctors. Finding doctors is the least of a story.
They're
Finding
everywhere.
all doctors are out there, so specialists out there, so and specialists will fly in here. So we've been talking that all the time. If we have the equipment in place, we can find a specialist to fly them in here, so and pay them per surgery rather than fly somebody to Colombia. It is cheaper to fly somebody out of America in to do the surgery and fly them back.
What was the campaign at that time, Lowell? Max. The campaign was the government could not have allowed these doctors to come because it was not licensed or some nonsense.
I didn't know
So
the
to
whole
come.
ones.
You remember that kickback?
There was an issue with all local people, the other things with all people. Yeah.
There were political issues back then. Since
So
then-
it changed. It changed.
Listen, if you are at this point of putting in the type of equipment that is needed to do these surgeries, government will be foolish
Yeah.
and immature
Yeah.
to be putting in that type of money, that
Investment.
type of investment,
Yeah, it's a big
and then
investment.
have a little law
Yeah.
that controls a person to come here so and
You
perform
got straighten
duties.
up the law first, 'cause the law is there blocking.
The
But
law
it-
being straightened is being fixed.
It's straightened?
It's being fixed.
Since when?
Right now it's happening. It's happening right now.
It's happening.
It's clear. People are working able to work. For example, the same Kyle Rogers, who was blocked for years from. Had issues for years right now. Can work in Anguilla. Other
When
persons
that
that
happened, I know that
recently,
happened very long.
recently,
Okay, that's good.
recently,
see,
and
so here
as
is-
a matter of fact, other people too who were blocked for years can now work and come into work in Anguilla,
Listen,
can do things. So
this
the
is
issue, the idea, what I heard the last day in the interview here was to get those guys who can work here, come home as specialists, do certain jobs here, and then leave. Come home, bring what you can bring with you, but the equipment will be here.
The equipment
They,
here.
they bought a laparoscopic, another laparoscopic tower too came in recently from government. They brought one in again. We had one from British before too. So we have 2 towers up there now. Do you have a
people
theater?
can stay from
Yeah, overseas
and perform a surgery here, so
field.
and you.
The theater room is there now. New theater room too. A third one
Those
they have
things
there
are in
as well is
place.
in place. Laminar flow.
Those things are in place. So as those,
I
as
know.
those,
Is this
huh?
government put it in place?
Right now that's happening. It's happening right now.
I guess Neil turned the page and one of the on the phone. He
I
turned
know.
one of the pages. He ain't build the building, but he turned a page and he saw the equipment on the
So,
inside. So
yeah.
he said the equipment can fit here,
Yeah.
and then we can fly a doctor in order for the doctor to come in and perform. I mean that is what
Uh-huh.
that
How come
is.
you
Listen,
associate
that is what the
with
discussion. That what the discussion it was when
How long-
The last
how long
premier,
ago-
when the
how
last
long
premier was
ago
it- was-
this
was
happened
there?
next?
This is in the process right now of putting in equipment. Putting in medical equipment is not a quick fix. These
So
things
how
have to be
long-
so
How
precise.
long will it be that you have before we stop sending Colombia?
I don't know.
You-
Listen, I don't
you-
know if we will ever be in a position to stop sending anybody overseas. And the reason for
They were
that
trying to slow
is
down those
Anguilla
accident
is a very
issues.
small
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
And you can't have all those
Specialty areas.
specialty
The areas
areas
covered. They can be
in
covered.
a little country
Can be
with
covered.
15,000
Can
people.
never be
So some
covered.
people would always have to be flown out. But you can do such a thing here that you can know if
Yeah.
you have hip replacement
replacement.
surgeries can be
Yeah.
done in
In
Anguilla.
Anguilla, that's the
It ain't a
plan.
whole bunch need to be done.
That's the-
but you
yeah.
might have somebody come out of St. Kitts what want to do
The issue
a
now
hip
too is
replacement service
accidents as well.
and then somebody can fly them here. So it's
Accidents
a
too.
doctor.
Broken
we
bones.
can we can get to that point of forward
Let me
thinking.
let me get in Hammer shoes right now.
I got broken bones too.
And your
Yeah.
your bones broke?
No, but
I ain't gonna broke your bones. I'm gonna get your shoes.
Okay. All right.
Do you remember Hammer? When a man from West End had a problem with government not sending him out?
I remember. Yeah.
You know how you went on, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But on this program, he'll be good now.
Huh?
Under this new program, he'll be okay.
He'll be okay. But when will that Mac just say he don't know when it's gonna happen? We don't know when it's gonna happen, but when you look at the bottom line, Max can afford to go. Oh, just using Max can afford to go. Hammer could afford to go. Cora could afford to go, but Pussy can't, right?
Can't go.
So Pussy, with a bill behind my name,
gotta save your
with a
man.
bill behind my name.
Not necessary.
We'll say process.
Not necessary. Not
A bill
necessary.
behind my name.
Not necessary. Because you know what I tell you. So remember that a little guy that came over here so from St. Martin some time ago. We're here right now working on a motorcycle, full speed all about.
He got damaged.
He
yeah.
got damaged
Yeah,
that afternoon.
Yeah, a Frenchman. Yeah.
That night, we flew him to
Colombia.
Colombia. now.
Yeah, man.
Because you know what it is? We look at the human. And then after looking at the human, then we look at the bill. But you know what? No, but a lot of people that die don't pay them bill. When you there, who won't pay a bill?
Boy, you know that was so crazy. St. Martin.
Family has to
The
have
St. Martin
rights.
guy was so pleased. He came here by me. The guy from Washington, Louis Washington, of St. Martin, the president. He was happy, man. He said, "Wow, that was great."
That was great.
Yeah,
Because
it was
is,
great.
you
It was great,
have no
yeah.
guarantee from nobody.
He thought so.
About nothing.
It was great.
So you're telling me that Colombia is a free for government of Angola?
No, we're not free.
But the bill remains. The Angola government has to pay the bill, Max.
But that's what
The
I'm
bill has to be paid.
And I'm hearing.
So there's a bill behind my name.
I'm hearing to that we owe
Yeah,
too.
but a bill behind your
We
name,
have
that's
bills over there
what
too. We have bills over there. We owe money. I'm hearing we owe bills still. I'm hearing. I'm sure we're paying the bills too, but we owe those some of the countries some big money. We owe
So let's get the State of
Those are
Land
people.
Hospital up,
Yeah.
and then we pay less bills, and we could purchase a house in London and do what we want. I'm not against house in London. I
Okay,
keep telling you
right.
that.
Well,
but my
I
thing
know,
is,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
get Angola up to
I
par.
agree with you. Help.
Get Angola up.
Get
Get our
help
social
Get help going, brother Paulson.
up.
I agree.
Don't get help over here.
Because it don't make sense. I go and invest money in somewhere and bring in business to Angola,
Help won't
and the
happen
business
overnight.
not thing because we have about 3 shootings at the hotels, right? That if you know what that could happen, what could happen with that?
That's it. I remember.
You know what happened to that?
I remember being in here Hammer many days, and I say, listen here, if my neighbor is not being taken care of, and he see me living at a level that he can't afford, then I am at risk. Okay? Likewise, if I can afford to build $1 million house on my little property, and the other fella could only have a board house next to mine, it drops the standard of the value of my house as a result of the neighborhood that I'm in. So let us, as all times, try to make and allow everybody to live in the water as the sea rise all boats. Let everybody live at a standard. Anguilla Island.
Come here, get it up.
We can make sure that the single mother has less worries so that she can afford to make sure take care of her children so that they don't become delinquent and get in the system and keep dropping the poverty level. If you allow that child to come out of that house and get that happened then, that happened.
Your son wearing Nikes and he can't wear. He'll wear battle.
But that's what it is. This is what I'm saying.
Kind of problem.
And because we start off the conversation here today about the $700 salary.
Oh yeah, that was
That need to be fixed
Get the
so that
social
people,
impact up.
right? That's what I'm saying. But that's what. So let us start there.
But
They
that-
were
but
doing.
I am
I am
They
of
were
the
doing a
view-
salary
I am
review
of the
thing.
view that
Let
we
us
can
make
do-
sure fix take
we
the
can-
things
we
that we
can
can
do
fix.
lots of
Let's
things
take care of Angola
at
first,
once,
Angola and Angola,
Right.
and then we go branch abroad. And
But that's
buy
what I'm
a house
saying.
in
But we can do,
Mexico.
no, we can do,
We can buy a house in
we can
Timbuktu.
walk, listen, we can walk and chew gum at the same time too, okay?
Wait a time
We-
sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Some
I'm
investments,
not against-
some
I'm not
investments fail.
against them house in London.
Listen,
No.
I am not against
I am for it, I'm for it because it's an
All
investment,
I'm
it's an
saying,
investment.
Let's invest in Angola first.
Yes, I agree.
Let's get Angola up to where we
Yes,
want Angola
yes.
to get. From your father days, you're trying to build a new Angola now.
Yeah.
And that was 40, 50 years ago.
Long time ago, more than that.
My
We
fa-
are
my fa-
to build a new Angola. You know that song?
No.
We are to build. Yeah, you remember that song? You're a little boy.
We ought to march on. We ought to march on.
I saw your
Yeah.
father. I would never forget this. I was on the park when Collins make his speech. Collins had a long speech, you know.
Yeah.
Say what he had to say, and he jumped on off the stage. That time they had a little stage, a little thing in front of the park like this,
Okay.
with railings around it. Jumped down there. I can't remember up to Lowell, Cliffy. Grabbed them up, and he went through above the
up the front.
Kushar tree, the Kushar tree. Yeah, the whole gang. The Kushar tree that didn't have prickles. Walk above that, and there was a little gate, and eventually they went up to the track, up to it.
Like Caracas bike back to the back there.
No, down by Algo. By Algo.
Okay.
And he went up to their full speed with the whole gang behind him.
Alright, okay.
Couple days or weeks after, they stripped his house. You know why? He was not towing the
I know
line
that. Yeah.
at that time.
They should be out there when all the furniture.
And they took
Just
every other house.
strip the house.
All the furniture.
Yeah, pose them, yeah.
He was not towing the line. And I learned from that, I ain't towing no line with nobody in Angola. What is good for Angola, I support. If it's bad for Angola, I am against it. If you have a government that I vote for and they're doing wrong, I will speak out against them. And he taught me that. He was with Ronald, you know. He was a kingpin with Ronald. But Ronald didn't understand the kind of intelligence man had and where this man was coming from. They towed the line with somebody else who's advising them nonsense. Our government today is advised, I wouldn't call it nonsense, by somebody else, because they didn't have a plan of buying a house. They are advised by somebody else to buy this house in London. But the real plan that they had for Anguilla, they ignoring that plan, Hammer. And this is why I'm walking this way. They're ignoring what they went out there in a rostrum and said what they're going to do for Anguilla. Just like Lorenzo. When Lorenzo and Hayden and all them talk about the GST, will eat your favorite mango tree. They will not implement the GST. When they got in power, what they did? They will say the governor has to go back. When they got in power, then dance with the governor, Hammer. So the things,
the house in England,
the things that we campaign, for Anguilla, we are not doing those things, but something jump up, we run into it.
The Anguilla house is no big issue.
Hammer is a
Listen,
big issue to me.
listen.
Let's get it still around.
Listen.
Let's get our health up. Let's get our social problems up.
Yes.
And then we can build house in London. We can buy house in Mexico, Trinidad, wherever we want to buy them after. But let's get Anguilla to the new Anguilla we're about to build.
We want a new Anguilla for sure. I want a new Anguilla too.
My thing is this. I understand the frustration.
Yeah, definitely.
I hope the administration.
Look at my hand.
I hope the
Sorry.
I
Look at my hand next.
Yeah.
I hope the administration
Yeah.
is hearing this. What is being said is that starting September,
Yeah.
we're gonna go to work. Don't leave this be an empty promise. This should be the beginning of from here to the end of this term. It's enough money and enough projects that need to be done, that should be done. Let's start to spend money in Angola.
You need to spend money
The
in
reason
Angola.
why
That's
people
a
are
fact.
still having this problem is because money is not spending here
Spend
to
more.
benefit
Spend
us
more.
as a
Just
people.
spend some more money in Angola.
Spend money here. We can spend money in England, but we need to spend the money here. Let us start seeing the progress that was spoken about on the campaign trail.
It makes sense.
Look,
It makes sense.
I was selling fish, clean fish, $9 a pound.
Yeah.
You know why? What's the price of gasoline?
It's gone higher now, right?
What is the price of a case of Japanese bait? What is the price of a pack of squid? Huh? So I'm gonna spend almost $300 hammer before I can get in the boat to turn the key to go. And if I come back, I'll be selling fish for $6, $7 a pound.
Clean?
How many years? Clean.
Clean? Wow.
How
okay.
many years? There's nothing in there to help me. And I say that, sorry, with the fishermen, I'm talking and all of us, on behalf of all of us. There's nothing in place for we as fishermen that we can sell the fish to people cheaper. We have to carry our prices up to meet the, what we're doing, Hammer.
Yeah.
You can't run at a loss.
cost
Let me show you what fishing does to us.
Your engines. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I just purchased 2 new engines for my boat, right? I have to pay the bank for them.
Wow.
Here am I going out here with my 2 engines, brand new,
Yes.
and I got out there, and I only get about 20 pounds of fish. It happened. It happened. I spent $200, $300 in gas, and then I spend $100 something in bait, and I got, well, the food, you know, you got to eat every day, so don't worry about the food, right? The water you got to drink. Yeah, it got to work.
That's your work.
Just 2 days ago, I was out there, started catching some fish. Every 10 minutes, I got to put back on 5 hooks.
Why?
The shark just run through the fish and cut off the hooks.
Wow.
Or while you're fishing, get to the bottom,
catch the
you hook
shark.
up on a reef,
Yeah,
you got to pull until the hooks bust, then you got to put on new hooks again.
Yeah, by hooks.
So it's costing me.
Yes, uh-huh.
And then you expect me to come and sell my fish for $7 a pound? It can't happen. How much sometimes we go there? We leave home 5 o'clock in the morning. My brother and the next fellow and myself. We fish all day.
All day.
All day until 5 o'clock.
What?
Then we leave that area. We go to another area and fish
At 5?
at 5 and fish there for snappers until
7.
broad morning.
What? On your boat, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people does that. There's a Cleve, he does the same thing. He goes from morning, come back the other day.
Ah, yeah.
Sometimes you come back, you don't have enough money to cover what you do. But you beat it 2 days that you're out there, so you will save on gas.
Yeah, I agree.
Why aren't government looking into this to help the poor people of this country? We can sell fish cheaper to our people if we are met with the proper help from government, because gas can lower, you know. All we gotta do is go down by the counter, take out that tax, we have the gas on there. We can load the gas. We can, so yesterday, just yesterday, I was about selling fish. Honestly, I give away most of the fish than what I sold. Because I'm not taking them back home, put on a freezer. People on money. I can say this, and the lady listening, she know I'm not telling lies. She say, Lord, pussy, I want
You
fish.
can't afford to buy a fish, right?
But all I got is $5 US. Hey, I want to cry right now, but I can hold it back. Hey, somebody do me like this. Poof.
Yeah, he give it
She
to her?
tell her the $5. I need weigh the fish.
Yeah, give it back to her.
I throw 5 fish in her bag. Tell her, go ahead, baby.
Yeah?
No, she give me the $5. She said, you owe the $5. She said, thank you.
Yeah. That's about 2 pounds of fish.
More than that. She got probably 3 or 4 pounds of fish. She didn't have the money to buy it. And she's not the oldest person in Hammer.
No, and that's what I'm
So my argument is Max and Hammer and the people of Angola. I am not against the house in London. Let's get Angola. Help Monica get herself where she want. And if Monica takes sick tomorrow, she can have money go and help herself. Help Max.
Yeah, help all of us.
Help Max. Instead of telling Max he can't print a logo.
Yeah.
Help Max to print more logos. So Max,
Don't stand in my way.
Clear, stay clear. Just stay clear.
well, that's part of helping.
Yeah.
Keep out of the way. Allow him to excel so that he can help somebody who down the ladder.
Don't stand in my way.
How much when they had a fish, I could have given later than fish?
Yeah.
God give me the strength.
That God did by you, yeah.
And when I was going back home, honestly, my father, the rest of the fish, I give them away.
Yeah, you know, right?
'Cause I'm not going to put fish in a freezer
You send
and
them
come
out.
back and sell the other day in the
Tomorrow.
body. I
like,
gave them away.
You know, boys.
So it's at a
after-
loss.
Yeah, you know, boys after end this, you know. But yes, nice chat though. Nice chat for sure, brother Max.
This here, this
Yeah.
need a lot of help.
Hey, I can work with
The young lady need a lot of help.
Yeah, I'll work with her. I'm on it.
A lot of help.
Yes.
Because
And
if-
yeah, this is good stuff.
right now she's discouraged.
I
She
know.
start making
She
soaps.
told me about it a while ago. She said she feel depressed.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She is.
The depression her. It's not good.
Okay.
It's not good.
The
It's not good.
package costs more than
The
the
product is
The product, definitely.
And it's high quality. It's chicken, nice, real good stuff you have right here.
The package is where
A lot
money
better,
is.
a lot better,
Where money is.
a lot better.
In production, the package is where the money is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well,
And her soaps and her oils,
Yeah.
if the people of Angola, if the government of Angola could help her
yes.
to get this stuff in at a lower duty, we can also help the Anguillans because the castor oil have done wonders. Let me tell you on this program right here, Mo,
Yes.
one of my Monday programs. I spoke about the oil and what it does for cancer.
Yeah.
A young lady, which I'll never call her name, a young lady heard me speak about it, and she came to the house the afternoon, and she purchased 1 bottle of oil. She was to have another meet with the doctor before she cut her breast off.
And then was
She
healed?
used the oil with the same, I tell her to use the Pantolina and put it in her bra and blah, 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 you know?
Yeah, I remember
and she did
that.
that. When she went back to the doctor,
Yeah.
she had a different result. There's nothing there. She bought 2 or 3 bottles and she keep them home with her. We have something called hydrogen peroxide, food grade 35%. It ain't supposed to leave the States, but we were lucky to get 4 gallons of it out. And people who know about it want to know how we get it out. It was shipped out, but it was, the radar didn't see it. So we end up with it. Okay?
Okay.
Because there are people who bought it, try to buy it, and they get turned back. You know?
All right.
And a lady in St. Martin heard me speak about it on Hammer Radio. So what about Hammer? But Hammer Radio is a good to everybody. That woman take up the ferry and came to Angola, bought that product, went back. Her daughters will see her period spotting. Her daughter had problems seeing her with her period, and that rectified all her problems. So, doctor,
Oh, yeah?
hydrogen peroxide,
Okay, good.
35% of food grade.
Okay.
Monica also had a problem, and every month I had to go and buy tablets.
Not now. You're fixed now.
For the last couple of years,
Rectified.
we had to buy no tablets.
Give God
And
thanks.
these are things that this woman study, and the things that she can do. If you got a child that have eczema or those boils in the head, Monica have cured a lot of people, Hammer.
That's good.
And most of them she do for free.
Yeah.
Just come bring your child, she dab it on your child and you're gone.
Give God thanks. Give God thanks. Yeah.
You know?
Brother,
So
thank you, brother.
they need the
Yeah.
help, but don't fight her though.
So this is my one now. That just soak
That's
it,
yours.
Just soak it in the water and just drink it.
No,
Eat it.
you know, you got the instructions on it.
Instruction on it. Yeah.
Instruction.
Yeah.
You can make the gel, follow the instructions. You can make the gel, put it in the fridge.
I saw a over there. I make a drink to this. One
Whatever
time.
you want to do, you do it.
So put it in
you put in your
sauce.
porridge and all you want to put in your
Serious?
porridge.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll make
But-
this today. Okay, good.
But when you wash it, you're gonna expand.
So just soak it in the water.
Make sure you got some.
Follow the
when you do
instructions.
that.
Yeah.
When you put it in water, it's gonna swell up again. And it's gonna
Yeah.
be big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to blend it too. I have to blend it. I have to blend
You
it.
can do
No.
whatever you want with it.
Okay, good. All right, I got you.
And if you
Thanks,
don't
man.
understand what on the package,
I'll call
just
Marco. I'll call Marco. Thank you guys. All right, take care, guys. All the best, man. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, thank you, Max. Thank you, Percy. Okay, so folks, well, that's it there now for Thursday program for today. We went into overdrive here today on the program, but a very interesting session. And these sessions we normally have off air among ourselves. We go back and forth on these things all the time, and I'm happy that you were able to hear today one of those sessions. But we normally have we butt heads all the time on matters like these, but it's important for us to have these conversations. And as it relates to health, Percy has a point about health in terms of the need to get us up to a certain level. I am of the view, though, and based on what I've seen in recent times, that there are efforts being made to advance health in Anguilla. I would have been to the Welch's Polyclinic recently for a live launch of the mammography machine. You would have seen that. That's a welcome addition along with the Sharps family. They purchased that, a brand new one from Philips, so we're well aware of that. I'm well aware that they purchased the laparoscopic tower, the new one. They have 2 of those towers. Things at the hospital right now. They also would have done the new theater room and other bits of equipment. The C-arm, other stuff would have come in recently as well. They're trying to now get another machine again. There's an old one we have there. Someone gave us one of those machines once some time ago, a second-hand one. Came from one of the families in Anguilla, and ultrasound machine is, I think they call it. MRI machine, yes, and right now that is in the works as well. And I would have seen that because someone came here recently and would have shown me a machine they're looking at from Philips, okay, a new Philips machine from MRI machine. So there are some efforts being made to get equipment in here. Now, the issue you're facing is that you're going to have equipment, but you need specialty areas as well. Now, someone just didn't be able to go that those specialists can come to Anguilla and work elsewhere, but not at the hospital. There's an issue they're saying with the policy. I don't know about that, but I just saw one of the former administration personnel telling me that there's an issue with policy there. I don't know. I'll have to find out, but I was just shown that by one of the guys a while ago there. That's what they said to me, all right? But so they're saying that you cannot bring specialists from anywhere on the street and put them in a hospital because of our policy. Well, if that is so, well, it's new to me, but I do know policies are meant to be changed, written by people, created by persons, and can be amended by persons too. But again, I don't know, but it's new to me. I want to inquire about that. But to have equipment on the land, and to have persons who can work the equipment, I think it's a great idea, a great start. The issue is that you cannot have persons in Anguilla staying here, doctors, specialty areas, because in Anguilla you won't have a lot of broken bones every day. You won't have a hip replacement, a knee replacement every single day. And these persons who are working overseas, they have lots of work going on. You won't have other orthodontics specialists, maxillofacial specialists that you work every day in Anguilla to keep people here on the ground. So they have to come in and go. We are well aware of they must come and go to be able to keep their practice up and going as well. For example, we have so many specialists out there, and one of the special people we have is Dr. Ellis Webster, who is a certified, qualified, Ivy League, Ivy League scholar, and of course one of the finest, ANTs in the world. Actually, he works all the time, and if he was to stay in Anguilla to do that work every day, it won't be enough to keep him here either. So these specialists must be able to come and go, and that is the plan, I believe, for a bit to get things up and going here. Now we send people overseas every week, ever so often, with accidents. You have these bones issues, broken legs, arms, all that stuff, and we owe money. We spend base of money on medevac, some flights out of Anguilla. To be able to have equipment to help us to take care of those issues would be great. All right, and to have specialists who will be in Anguilla to be able to have someone here on staff, really to be able to take care of those matters would be great as well. I believe we'll save money because, again, to fly people out of here, if they're not covered by MASA, the first cost is $34,000 in medevac to fly out. Then you pay the hospital in Colombia, Trinidad for the services too. So there's a lot of money being spent in these areas, you see. So I'm of the view that we need to ramp up help. Person said that a while ago there. I believe that to be the case as well. But I do believe that we need to do more than one thing at the same time. We just cannot do one or two things and neglect other areas. We can do quite a bit more. We have more funding at our disposal. We can do multiple things now at the same time. So I don't see us doing anything that can stop us from achieving our full potential in Anguilla right now. It's up to us, our decision making, and our desire, our will to be able to advance our plans for people here in Anguilla. So that's why I said to a person earlier that I don't see us being hampered in any way by purchasing any building, and anything right now in Anguilla that will stop us from advancing achieving our goals, because we have lots of things to do, but we must begin to roll out and show out as a people and keep on moving. And it will take us years, maybe decades, to be able to achieve, a level of high degree of health care, quality service in Anguilla to that level. It won't happen overnight either. So we have to keep investing and keep on advancing to get to that level in our country, Anguilla. So we have to start somewhere for sure. And I believe the start that we're now seeing so far is a great start. And that will be a relay race. I'm sure the other persons will come forward in years to come, other ministers of health who will be able to advance it even more. But we have to start because we are spending lots of money on medevacs. And we are owing and we are paying, and there's a lot of money we are spending on these things. Okay, so we need to be able to do that. So if we can save on those areas, at least have someone on staff to take care of accident victims, I think we'll be in a better place. We will be in a better place. All right, so for sure. So we have this equipment here. Recently, we had persons trained on the mammography machine. They went to train in Dominican Republic, and I was told that when I checked last, we had technicians who went off the train with Philips in DR. Philips have a company in Santo Domingo. All right, so we had persons went off the train on that machine that we knew one we have here up at the Welch's polyclinic, the mammography machine. I'm aware of that. So you're right, training people is important. We must have those persons, and I support that all the way. Anyhow, so guys, I have to leave you now. I have to leave you, Hammer. Yes, sir. Read what is okay. First is right, Hammer. We need to meet. We need to meet so many health standards, Hammer. We need to develop Anguilla more faster. The houses are good, and it should come, but our focus need to be prioritized. Where is the stadium? Where's the AI money could dry up in a time? It will not last forever. And also, a few years from now, it will be something else. Health needs fixing, Hammer. We need to start with a new hospital and better patient care. This is from a nurse, our nurse in Anguilla. I agree, nurse. I agree with you 1,000%. We have to start. It will be a process. It won't come overnight. We have to begin the process of developing health in our country, and it won't be overnight. It will take some time and some doing, but we have to begin to do a lot more in terms of ramping up the speed at which we're going to get there, right? So I agree with you, nurse. I hear you. So Percy would have said that too. But Percy saying just stop the house, stop this thing, just go to health one time. But I'm convinced, based on what we're doing now in terms of our income, revenue streams, we can do health. We can do other things as well. We can do health. We can do all sorts of things. But we have to prioritize, as you're saying. So I got you. I hear you. And I'm really for that for sure. Health is important in a big way. But I believe we can do a lot more than health. We can do other things too while we take care of health. That is what I was telling those guys earlier when I spoke to about these things. Okay. So, and really and truly, the idea of having a space in London area itself, I mean, as a businessman, it appeals to me in a special way because I understand what that means to have a space in one of the world's busiest and most high-profile hubs. It means that you have a very attractive asset, and that type of thing don't happen every day. The opportunity to purchase like that doesn't happen every day. It puts you in a very unique situation as a business person, as a government. It gives you an asset on your books that is appreciating, not devaluating. It is not devaluing at all. It is appreciating all the time. That is a good asset to have. And any time you put that on the market, it will sell quickly. Because to have a space in London, England, in the center, the commercial hub of the United Kingdom, is a very appealing and attractive, thing. It is. Trust me, it is. Okay, as business, and government will have that really, and it will make some money as well on the back of that as well. So I don't see the danger at all in it again, and not in no party business, no parties, no politicians, but just under the surface, looking at it as a purely business, I cannot see anything wrong with an asset that can make money for you. I don't see a problem with that. I can't see it because it will bring money to you. You see. So anyhow, enough of that for now, though. But that's how it is. It's our Anguilla. We have a right to have our views, and we have a right to think how we see it. And but I agree that health is paramount, A1, and needs to be prioritized, A1, and needs to be pushed up, A1. We need to understand these things as well. So guys, thank you for your time. Now the issue of certification, who has the right to work in Anguilla? The last time I spoke to MacD Rogers, work was underway trying to clear up those issues where persons can work in our country, Anguilla. We had so many persons who had trouble coming to Anguilla. Lots of people had issues coming to Anguilla. Anguillans who were born here, went to school in America, trained, and really were having difficulty when they send their stuff back to Anguilla. There's a medical board we learned about that was giving some issues. I was told by MacD Rogers that is being addressed as well. So, but at some point, I'm happy this discussion is back on the surface right now, and I'm going to try to get him back with me on the program sometime very soon for an update as to where we are in terms of health. So that's my plan. So guys, thank you for your time. Peace and love. I'll catch you later. Just hold the spot. You've got Class FM Radio 92.9 here in the afternoon time. Just hold the spot you've got, man. Class FM Radio 92.9 here in the afternoon time. So let me take you back now to Carnival 52, Summer Festival, and I have these live files, which I love a whole lot, and I'm going to get to the live file now, and let me just bring you a bit of and let me bring you a bit now of TNT, Calypso Queen. Tamika did a guest artist appearance there. She did some songs there, and let's just take one of the tracks she did at Lansing Bowl Live. This was captured live from Lansing Bowl Cultural Center during the Leo Island Calypso Show 2026.
You want to help to mind your family. You want to help your man financially. But nowadays it's really very hard to get a job as a girl in Trinidad. You're looking now to find something to do. You meet a boss man who promised to help you. But as the man let down the condition, it's nothing else but humiliation. They want to see your whole anatomy. They want to see what your doctor never sees. They want to do what your husband never do. Tell you and know if these scams will hire you. Well, if it's all this humiliation to get a job these days as a woman, brother, they could keep their money. I could keep my money and die with my dignity. Oh, yeah, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. See, la, 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 la. Some of them done pack up already. Yet they sit down, waiting like Mackie P. Using the power of their cash and position, waiting to abuse and exploit any woman. To get the work, you had to go to bed with he. Become slave, second wife and deputy. And as the next woman come on the line, he start to tell her you ain't good, you can't wine. They want to see you in some fancy, fancy pose. They want to see how you look without your clothes. They want you cook up like a bloody acrobat. They wipe at home like you ask you to do that. So before I had to lick down somebody, focus on like the police. I'm gonna tell them, please, keep your money and die with my dignity. Boom, 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 boom. See, la, 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 la. Looking for work, you might bounce up a fellow who might be looking quite handsome and macho. You tell yourself you want to work with him, so you decide to try a ratchet fee. But when you're done, it's then you get to know he wife Levy and gone long time ago. With all the cash he have, he is a failure. The man is nothing but a blinking sukuya. They want to feel up your navel and your breast. They want to see if you have loads up on your chest. The things they want to do you with their hand, like if they're searching to find the promised land. I am a woman who don't make any style. Before I slap them and they tie them and attack, tell them, keep your money, I will keep my honey and die with my dignity. Boom, 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 boom. See, la, 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 la. It's have a lot a woman just like me who might be not too well off financially. You need a job and you really need it bad. A man decides to help, you must be glad. But if you value yourself as a woman, you will demand respect from the vagabond. Stand up to them and let them know the truth. It's what you want in the blinking prostitute. You have a mole on your back, they want to see. They want to see if you have marks on your belly. They want to know how much money you had before, and if you're strong enough to take any more. I have a pride and I have my ambition. I want to hold my head up high as a woman. Tell them they could keep their money, I will keep my honey and die with my dignity. Band, take it up, right up, right up. Take it down, take it down. I want to hear the whole of Angola sing. I know everybody know this song, right? So we paying tribute to the late great singing Sandra. We going. I have my pride and I have my ambition. I want to hold my head up high as a woman. So tell them what?
Keep your money, I'm gonna keep my honey and
Die with one more time. I have my pride and I have my ambition. I want to hold my head up high as a woman. So tell them they could keep
your money,
I
I'm
go
gonna keep my honey
and die with my dignity. Thank you very much, Anguilla.
Our guest artist, the National Calypso Queen of Trinidad, Tamika Darius. Give her a round of applause.
I was asked by some people to sing a kaiso, so that the Caribbean will know that I kaiso, I am the people's voice. They say, girl, you are the voice of the people. Do you want to sing about peace struggle? So right now, girl, you don't have a choice. And they say we need somebody to be the voice for we, to raise all the injustices that we face daily. I say, who, me? They say yes, but then I had to tell them no. Cause all that time, carnival time, all you just have no use for calypso. All you just can't wait for carnival to done. So all you could hurry up and rest me down. So don't call me, call reggae rap or dance hall. Now across the Caribbean, we under duress from gunman, a senseless murder, bloodshed and mayhem. So call me, call reggae rap or dance hall. After the finals of the Leeward show, you just have no use for calypso. Now that the competition done, it's kicking me right.